have we seen a better first 99? I can't say 100 because he's playing his 100th tonight. Have we seen a better first 99 games from anyone else?
I'm going to say C. Judd was pretty good. The other one I wouldn't mind throwing out is John Coleman. In 98 games for Essendon, he kicked 537 goals. So, Nick, you're not first.
Not bad.
Did you see them?
Yeah. Have you seen a better...
That's good.
That is unbelievable, though, isn't it?
Judd was the obvious one. The other one that I would throw in to discuss is Joel Selwood.
Yeah.
Just with the premierships and
That's
everything
what I was
like that
gonna
as well.
say. Yeah.
Outstanding. The only thing with Nick, right, and I love him, so this is not to knock him, but something that you guys want to watch here tonight is some of the ball use. I reckon so far this season, there has been some ball use which has had a bit of an asterisk on it. And that's not to say he's not a phenomenal player and absolutely outstanding midfielder. But just watch tonight the ball use because don't think that's been perfect so far this year.
Staying on Collingwood, would Jack Ginnivan be the player he is now if he stayed at Collingwood?
No.
It's a great question. So I reckon the kick in the pants has worked well for him. I reckon it's matured him on the field, off the field.
I think the thing with Jack as well is he grew up a massive Hawthorn supporter. His idol growing up was Sam Mitchell, and he has a ridiculous level of respect for him. And Mitch has been able to really mentor him and mould him and help him get to where he is today. And I think Jack would probably come out and say that as well.
He was clearly square peg, round hole at Collingwood, wasn't he? With what they were doing and where they were going, he just strayed outside the lines enough that it wasn't going to work, and it's worked really well for him now.
The player development program at Hawthorn is off its head.
Yep.
Connor McDonald, Jack Ginnivan, Nick Watson looks like one of the best players.
Weddle.
Josh Weddle, Josh Battle, Tom Barrass are already probably pretty established. But a club like Essendon must look at the program and go, we want what they're having.
I think the other thing to add is we obviously spoke to Lockie Schultz pre-game, and it's clear how, I think, ingrained the Collingwood system is in the players, and they know what they want to do as a team, which means that at times what you want to do as an individual outside of that doesn't quite fit that mould. And straight away, back to your point, square peg, round hole doesn't allow the most, I guess, that you're going to get out of certain players. Other players, you'll get more out of them because they're playing a team system and they can sort of conform to that. So I think that goes towards Jack Ginnivan and playing such good football at Hawthorn.
Then here's the biggest question, I think, at Collingwood, and you'd be great to answer this, Kate. Are they playing the right style? Everyone is playing one style. Collingwood is playing a different game. And it's slow, and they're 60, 70 points a game. Have they got the right method?
I think for the team that they have, the players that they have on the park, especially in their front half,
snookered.
They have identified that if they are able to defend and keep teams to scores around 60, 70, they can then score points that can beat a team like that.
I think they know like that.
I'll tell you what holds up better. But what holds up better in September is defense over offense.
Yeah.
And if you can hold a team to under 11 goals, then you have every chance of winning.
But you look at them when they won the flag, they weren't playing dour football like they are now. They were playing quicker football. They were going through the corridor more. They were backing themselves. But I think they've identified that they're at a point where they can't score. Well, they haven't scored 100 points in 14 games.
They can still score in bursts, though, in their premiership.
You added Brodie Myercheck and then Bobby Hill into that forward line, I think you see a whole different football.
Yep. Why they let go of Brodie Myercheck and Mason Cox has got me beat. With that list that's built for now,
new ruck rule.
What are they crying out for? They're crying out for some established forwards.
Yeah.
Elliott can't get near it.
Last question.
Sorry.
Rising Star. That's okay. Rising Star is picked right now, let's say before any of this football is played this round. Who wins it right now?
I'm still Smith.
Trembath. Yeah, I love, and I watched him live on the weekend. I love everything he's doing. There's a couple of young West Coast tours that I don't mind either.
If you were rewarding it this week, I think Cooper Trembath wins it. I agree with you. He's had the most impact. By the end of the year, though, I think as a big man, he'll slow up a little bit naturally. I think he's got a lot of talent in the future. I'm massive on Jacob Farrer of Essendon. I think he's going to be a real player for that footy club.
He was very good on Saturday as well, Jack. And that is it for the Queen's Queries for another round.
Sharp, as always, by UK Mac. It's Triple M Footy Prime Time for Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners Australia. You can put your trust in the experts in air, penthouse or outhouse. Unpopular. All still to come on the Thursday Rub for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's, Triple M rocks footy. While Triple M rocks footy all weekend, Triple M's Rush Hour follows up on Monday by comparing performances.
Dyson Heppel. Yes. Thank you, boys. Love your work. You went to the jungle. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. We had an absolute ball in there. And
You've got to be in for 2 weeks, Jim, to get paid. So as long as you're there
Make
for
sure you last that
how
long.
long do you last? 15 days.
Triple M's Rush Hour with JB and Billy. Monday from 4 on Melbourne's Triple M. Don't miss the Ford Ranger Bi-Turbo Runout.
The sun's out, the stage is set, and the twang of country music is in the air. Ah, that first sip. Refreshment that hits all the right notes. Strongbow, made for long summer days, live music, and good mates. Strongbow. Strongly Aussie. Enjoy Strongbow responsibly.
A Kogan fan is just like a fan. Both fans do very similar fan things, but with slightly different little logos, shapes, and chords. One fan's a Kogan Smarter Home Heating and Cooling Bladeless Purifier fan. The other fan has a price you will not be a fan of. Get what you want for less. Shop Kogan.com today. Kogan.com. Clickin' awesome.
At Valvoline, being an original isn't about what you've done. It's about the things you do, the things you keep doing. Because an original doesn't just do something first. It never stops. Valvoline, the original engine oil.
Hello, mate. I see you're looking at the LDV Deliver 9 van range.
Yeah, I just can't decide which one.
Well, if you want big, then from $47,990 drive away for ABN holders, you get 9.6 cubic metres of space.
That's big.
If you want bigger, then from $48,990 you get 10.9 cubic metres of space.
That's even bigger.
Yeah, I know. But if you want the biggest, then from $49,990 you get 12.3 cubic metres of space.
Whoa.
Visit a dealer to take advantage on the Deliver 9 van range today. LDV, bring it on. Prices are drive away for ABN holders only. Excludes eDeliver 9. T's and C's at ldvautomotive.com.au.
On Booking.com, it's easy to book your holiday home. So if you're bored of this...
Guys, found an apartment. The price just jumped up.
With us, there's no hidden fees. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
They say a change is as good as a holiday. And now it's as good as HCF's Choose My Extras product. Can I get a fresh coconut, please? Thank you. You get to choose 4 extras that suit your needs, like general dental, optical, chiro and physio. Then, if you haven't used one, you can swap it out for something else. Actually, I've changed my mind. I'll take a pineapple crush, thanks. Join HCF Choose My Extras today. 12-month wait applies for major dental, orthodontics and teeth whitening.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Triple M Footy, prime time for Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners Australia. Put your trust in the experts in air.
We're less than half an hour away now. Collingwood and Carlton at the MCG playing for the Peter Mack Cup for the 31st time. A great initiative between these two teams as we take a stand against cancer. Jay-Z Clark, Kate McCarthy, Isaac Smith and Jack Hever. Nathan Brown will be here very shortly for the call of the game. Ash Chua and Nat Unides, the call team is locked and loaded. But before we get to that, we need to unpack some of the good and some of the not so good from the week.
Who's a footy hit?
How good's he been?
And who's in the
Shots fired here on a Thursday night.
It's Isaac Smith's Penthouse or Outhouse.
Now, the Melbourne Football Club have had a pretty good run. I think everyone would agree they've done some nice things in the early part of the season. But currently in the penthouse, we have Stephen King, Max Gawn and Cozzy Pickett.
Wow.
And to be honest, Eston hadn't won in 12 months, and you dished that shit up last Saturday. You're all out. So
Get out.
In the penthouse right now, we've got Brodie Grundy and Will Ashcroft. Will is pulling a fine line because Jai Simpkin did an absolute number on him on the weekend. Loved his game. Currently in the outhouse, we've got West Coast and George Hewitt, and unfortunately for both of them, they're going to stay there. So, if we have a look at the penthouse, the new inductees this week, Jay, number 1, we've got Isaac Heaney.
I thought you were going to say Isaac Smith.
But would you rule it out?
Also known as just Isaac.
That was Isaac. He's a one-namer. He's Rihanna, he's Prince, he's Beyonce. He's whoever you want to be. But Isaac Heaney, if he turns out to have an IQ of 150 plus, he's got absolutely everything. He's good-looking, he can surf, and he's currently the best player in the competition. His game on the weekend...
Better than Bond?
I reckon at the moment. 2 goals on the weekend, 33 disposals, 11 tackles, 10 clearances, 12 score involvements at 80% efficiency. That's off the charts type. That's all-time type of game. Number 2 is, I'm going to box them together, Lachie Neale and Mark Blitzarves, both playing their 300th game of football. One's a short, if he didn't play football, he'd be fat. He's stumpy little minion who happens to probably be, you could argue, in the top 3 or 4 midfielders of the 20th century. 2 Brownlow medals. He's now got 2 premierships. He's putting himself up there, Jay, and I reckon because he's been in Fremantle and Brisbane, we just forget about the little man sometimes.
I want that list from you.
Yeah.
The 10 best midfielders of the 20th century.
Oh, I like that. I'll do that next week.
You like your lists, don't you?
Yeah, and talking about midfielders, this bloke, he's absolutely he was a bloody steeplechaser, for Christ's sake, and they've turned him into one of the most valuable players to ever play the game, Mark Blitzarves. And then finally, this man, he's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. He's pulled that much money out of the Saudis. It is unbelievable. He's down at the local RSL as well.
What's he playing Mr. Cashman?
He's jumped off a sinking ship and he's got back into the PGA. His form spiked. He played good golf at the Masters. While there's some secret meetings going on in New York with all the execs of Live Golf, which is really treading a fine line.
Gonna fall over?
Yeah. Are you happy with all those inductees this week?
Magnificent.
Who was it?
Magnificent.
It was Heaney, Neale, Blitzarves, Koepka.
Oh, you didn't actually say his name.
He just said this man.
Oh,
Well, I've got one for the outhouse.
Yeah, the thing is, this is my segment and I ain't going in it. So the outhouse. It was actually really difficult to find some players or teams to put in the outhouse this week, and I think Jay touched on it really well, that the fixture just didn't really offer a hell of a lot of gather round, so it was sort of hard to pull individuals apart. But I think we'd all agree that the umpires' mics probably need to go in the outhouse this week. You know, everyone's been asking this week, can we hear that audio? Like Seven has nothing, Fox has nothing, the AFL has nothing, Gravity, who do the microphones, have nothing. But here at Triple M, we excel. We have exclusive rights to what the umpires say. So let's take a listen. We got nothing as well.
Oh, dear. You made them play the and then do that.
So, when you thought of that, did you? I mean, you've obviously involved others in that. So you've spoken to our producer George.
Hey, I'm producing.
Leroy's involved as well. So that's 3 people that go to the outhouse.
Hey, Leroy, get rid of those crickets.
You could have at least done that.
And I think we'd all agree that the tribunal needs to go to the outhouse. You know, we've got 2 people on the tribunal that have prior engagements. One's doing a Zoom. We touched on it. But come on, I think we've just got to be a little bit better in that.
Yep.
I reckon the umpires must be using the same mic that Izzy had on for Footy Classified.
Very good, Kate.
Not bad.
Very good. I actually don't think they turned my microphone on Footy Classified.
Maybe that was the problem, Kate.
I think we've cracked the code, guys.
There we go.
It's the same mic that they had in that game.
Anyway, it was a tough week. There wasn't a hell of a lot, and, you know, Trump has just dominated the news at the moment, so there's not much going on other than the war in Iran, so we're a bit stuck.
Well done, Jose.
Any nominations?
Hang on.
Oh, are we still going?
Just have a look at Mickey Roberts. He's just rolled into the box.
That was going to be my nomination. Mickey Roberts has just rolled in a full suit.
Penthouse.
You know what that screams? Classy
Cashy.
MC to me. That screams envelope. That's what that screams.
A big one. He's not denying it either.
No wonder look at him. He's such a beautiful man even now. No wonder he modelled fridges in the early 90s.
Modelled fridges.
Have a look at him. We can't.
You don't have a mic
He said
on.
the Carlton president's dinner.
Oh, very good.
Sam Doherty spoke very
for
well.
the first time.
He is an exquisite-looking human being,
Jumped
Michael
a couple
Roberts,
of
isn't he?
hurdles.
Doherty and Carlton back in love.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Anyway, we haven't got a mic for Robbo. Any nominations before we get to unpopular?
Sorry.
No, very good. Well done, Isaac.
Let's go to unpopular.
It's time for the Thursday rub to put a few noses out of joint.
Skating close to the wind.
And we're not going with the status quo.
This will be unpopular, but I think Sam Darcy should play fullback. Or I think this is unpopular, but I think Peter V'landys has got a really cool hairstyle.
This is the Thursday Rubs.
That's it. It's Peter V'landys' favourite segment on a Thursday, Unpopular. This is where we come up with something, a big call, a bold call, something that is quite unpopular out there. And I'll kick it off for you, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, because when St Kilda pulled out on Lekalia, the sky was falling in, wasn't it? We said, how could St Kilda treat this, man? What were they thinking? You know, how can you commit to someone and then pull out on this? Is disgraceful. Like, no one will ever want to go to St Kilda again. No one gives a stuff, do they? Like, it's not going to affect St Kilda in the even bit slightest. When you watch Jack Silvani play one of the games of his life in defence last week and then think that Lekalia will play his first game of the season tomorrow night against Sydney. So Lekalia hasn't even been picked for all of GWS.
And you think of all their injuries.
He still hasn't got a game. So not even GWS think he's in their best 22 when St Kilda got Kel Wilkie and Jack Silvani, who was outstanding against Port Adelaide Sunday night. I think it's unpopular, but St Kilda made the right move, leaving Lekalia at the altar.
Well, I did the Hawthorn GWS final last year, and we flew up with the Saints Mafia and all the crew.
Ross was there.
And they went up to watch him play in that final, and unfortunately for Leck, he didn't play to the level that he needed to. And I think after that game, they walked away and just said, no, I think we'll go Jack Silvani, and that's where we're putting our eggs.
Had they taken him, he might not have got a game, and it would have cost them another $800.
Yeah.
They weren't prepared to spend. So I think they made the right move, as harsh as it was.
I don't mind that. Mine is, I think North Melbourne play finals.
Ooh.
That's my unpopular.
Wow.
I was very impressed with them in the Barossa last week. I thought they're all buying into what they're doing. Their defence is different this year. They're playing with a higher intensity than I've ever seen them play before. LDU looks like the superstar he should be. And their percentage is sitting at 105. So if you can get your percentage up there, you give yourself a chance. I know there's 10 in the finals this year, but I really like what they're doing.
Who's their best player?
You know what? This might be a little bit...
unpopular?
Cooper Tremba?
No, I was going to say Finn O'Sullivan.
The big call.
I reckon LDU's their superstar. I reckon the player that is just all in on everything they're doing is Finn O'Sullivan.
You know how I know they've improved? Because that question is difficult to answer now. It is hard to say who their best player is because they've developed so much and they've improved. Yes, in a system, but every single player now is playing, well, not every single one, that might be a little bit of a step too far, but their key players are playing the role that they need to be able to win more games.
So you think their best player?
You could throw Luke Parker into it as well.
You could throw Nick Larkin into it. You could throw George Wardlaw into it. Harry Sheasel.
He's their most important, George Wardlaw. They walk a foot taller when George Wardlaw's out there.
Yep. Love watching him play, Georgie Wardlaw. Ooh.
My unpopular, a little bit of a similar sentiment to what you said off the top, Jay-Z, but I don't know, maybe the more I've said it, the more people agree with me, but I think Carlton are a massive chance in this game tonight. In fact, I think Carlton will win this game tonight. I think their improvement from last week, I think it was quite evident. As you said, you literally took most of the words out of my mouth off the top. I think the way that they played was a huge improvement. I think the rain did sort of get in their way. They left themselves a little bit too much work to do with the rain that was falling, but I think they are a massive chance here tonight to win this game.
Which should be a welcome change of fortunes for Carlton, I reckon, to start the season. My unpopular is around negative articles about Gather Round. Now, it's a lot of fun, Gather Round, and it's a great opportunity. It's for the footy public. Let's be really, really clear here. And my unpopular is that articles that talk it down and poo-poo it, and are almost a scare tactics in a way to talk about the cost of it, to talk about what it is. I've read some of the greatest piles of shit that I've ever read on the weekend. I've read ones that talk about that it's an elitist, that it's a top 1% thing. That is only written by people whose employers deem them not good enough to be there in the first place. Let's be really, really clear here. Or their employers in fact, have no role in what's going on.
Tell me what's cheap these days.
But if you go to Gather Round and you walk around, it's one of the favourite things that I love to do in Gather Round is during the day, just go for a coffee, go and get a coffee or a smoothie or something in Rundle Mall. And you just talk to people. I met families that that's their gift every year, that Santa takes the boys to gather round.
Awesome.
I met another family where they don't go on an overseas holiday anymore because they don't want to go overseas. Instead, they go to gather round and they save for 12 months in advance. You meet other people who say we go to every second gather round because it is too expensive to go. To say that it's a 1% elitist only for the upper echelon is absolute crap. And footy gather round is for the footy fans. It's not for us. We just go there to work. It's for fans. So let's be really clear that that's what it is. And all of the other stuff that we talk about, whatever, that's peripheral. 99% of people in Adelaide for gather round are footy fans, and anything other than that is written by people who weren't there and have no idea about what it was about.
Bang.
Yeah, I like it.
Absolutely love that.
You didn't miss.
No.
Because I'll tell you why. Because people read and believe what they hear and what they read. So people pick up the paper or read these articles online and go, oh, geez, maybe gather round's not for us. Maybe it's too expensive. It's not.
We should be celebrating it because it's one of the great things that footy does.
The footy festival zone is completely free around the grounds where you jump on, do all the speckies and stuff like that. Me get an autograph. That is all free. And if you want to have sausage rolls for lunch, have sausage or sandwiches. That's fine.
Yeah, and the whole city comes to life, as you said, and everyone is so friendly. You don't feel one bit of argy-bargy anywhere in Adelaide that weekend.
If you haven't been to gather round and you're a Victorian, think of grand final week, but think my team's a part of it, whether they have or haven't been in the past. And you're all welcome, you're all invited, and there are multiple different ways that you can enjoy it. You can enjoy it by splashing a hell of a lot of cash, or you can enjoy it by not and just enjoying what Adelaide has to offer with a bit of footy on the side.
I don't often get emotive about things like that, but I got very frustrated because it's
really
not helpful.
Up then.
Jay, before we finish,
over here. We can get all wound up like that.
See me hit a golf ball. What's going on with Tim English?
He's not playing against the Cats tomorrow, and Luke Beveridge says they're not sure he's going to come back. Now, this is a massive missing link for the Western Bulldogs because they got totally spanked out of the centre square by the Hawthorn ruckman last week. They get a reprieve against the Cats tomorrow night because there isn't that dominant ruckman, but then against Sydney and Brodie Grundy and then Fremantle and Luke Jackson coming up, they're really vulnerable. Luke Beveridge, not sure when they're going to get their big man back.
I don't know when he'll be available. It's still, I know that you're all finding that hard to deal with, but with most of our playing group, over the journey, you can kind of predict when they're going to be ready. These are still uncertain. The way he hasn't bounced out of the incident or the mechanism where he got injured, so he won't play this week. And I'm not sure whether it's 2, 3, or 4 weeks beyond. So it's one that probably just be a week where we pick him and he's playing. And you go, oh, Tim English is playing.
Without an established backup big man, it looks like he's their most important player, Tim English.
Hawthorn, before we go, Will Day.
Will Day going to be coming back for the VFL in about a month's time. Perhaps they'll get him back in the senior side, sort of mid-June. Super important player for Hawthorn as well.
He's been very good tonight, our man, hasn't he?
He has.
He has.
On fire. What's on for the weekend, Jay? What are we reading Saturday?
More work. Fox Footy got tomorrow off, so I'll be taking it easy with the kids.
I look forward to that. Well done. We'll catch you next week. Game mode on the other side of this. Nathan Brown, Nat Yanidis, Ash Chua, ready to rock for Thursday night footy. It's Collingwood and Carlton for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy.
Triple M Footy, prime time for Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners Australia. Put your trust in the experts in air.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
Triple M rocks footy.
Did you miss today's episode of Triple M's Rush Hour?
What is going on here?
You can still catch up right now.
We're the gift that keeps giving.
Just download the podcast on the Listener app to hear the well-travelled Billy Brownless.
Who's in charge of that? Who's in charge of time zones? Yeah, time zone. That's a good question. Actually, get him on.
I'll get him on.
And some good news for 2027.
No, that won't be happening. No, that's not happening.
Triple M's Rush Hour, driving you home weekdays from 4.
I wish health cover didn't cost a paw and a leg. That's doable. Hospital.
HBF's magical fairy quack mother?
That's right, hun. And I'm bringing even more affordable hospital cover from under $3 a day or $37.78 a fortnight.
Oh, sweet. I also wish for a new holiday house.
Sorry, hun. I just do insurance.
Join HBF.
HBF.
Based on a single in Queensland earning $101,000 or less per year on basic accident hospital only. $750 excess with rebate and no LHC loading. Price varies by state.
Easter sale is on this week at Doors Plus. Save 30 to 60% off a huge range of clearance doors. End of line and clearance doors must go. Up to 60% off. Easter sale on now. Doors Plus. No fuss.
Melbourne and Geelong, Sexyland is your trusted adult products destination. With 11 stores across the region, we offer Australia's largest range of adult products. Shop confidently in-store, open late 7 days a week, or order online with 2-hour delivery across Melbourne and Geelong. Whether it's choice, convenience or privacy, we've got you covered. Visit your local store today or shop online at sexyland.com.au.
Hey, awesome car.
Yeah, thanks.
What's under the hood?
Tax savings, mate. Thousands of dollars worth.
Maxi is budget-easing novated leasing. By using some pre-tax salary, you could save thousands every year and be driving a nice new car.
Love cars.
Love saving tax.
Call Maxia on 1300 123 123 or go to maxia.com.au. T's and C's apply. This is general information only. Visit maxia.com.au for details.
Target's mid-season clearance is now on. Up to 50% off selected men's clearance apparel and footwear for the whole family. Shop in-store and online. Hurry while stocks last. T's and C's apply. That's right on target.
PICAC is the leading provider of heat pump training, delivering in-demand upskilling for plumbers and fourth-year apprentices. Places are strictly limited, so register now for your free half-day course on quality, compliant heat pump hot water installations. With home electrification accelerating across Australia, staying up to date gives you the confidence, capability and competitive edge. Visit heatpumptraining.com.au to secure your free place today. PICAC, your centre of excellence in plumbing industry training.
Tools, tools, tools. Sydney Tools. Sydney Tools Trade Night is on now. Save on all the major brands. Makita, Milwaukee, DeWalt, Unimig, Passload and much more. Score up to $2,000 in bonus points. Crazy deals on combo kits, power tools, hand tools, air compressors, lasers, welders and much more. Don't miss out. Sydney Tools. Best prices guaranteed. sydneytools.com.au.
Every massive moment lives right here.
That is as good as you'll see.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's, Triple M rocks footy, and the first quarter is coming up next.
Collingwood! Magpie Army, it's Daisy Thomas here. Let's get behind the mighty Pies. Yeah, you better bloody believe it. You know you're the biggest. You know you're the envy of the rest of the competition. Let's show them how it's done, and let's build together the biggest army yet. Get on board as a 2026 member today and join the Magpie Army. Go Pies!
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for Toyota. Toyota Tundra. Ready for everything.
Collingwood and Carlton out on the MCG. The crowd is continuing to build. You know at the MCG when they're all the way up to the top of the third and fourth tiers that it's going to be a big night. And two teams who desperately need a win. Just 3 wins for the season combined between Collingwood and Carlton. Both teams not exactly bringing the best form into tonight as well. Triple M Footy Prime Time for Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners Australia. You can put your trust in the experts in air. Kate McCarthy is here. Isaac Smith is here. And for the first time since Gather Round, it's a big hello to Ash Tuer for Red Z. Hello, Tuman.
Good evening, Jack. Great to be here. You look at the Blues, they're ranked third for time in the front at 64%, but sit 16th on the ladder with 1 win and 4 losses. And Carlton are 18th for marks inside 50, only averaging 7 per game, which is 5 below the league average, and it's the club's lowest on record. For the Magpies, a lot has been spoken about their scoring capacity. It's dropped by 4 goals per game from their last 14 matches, opposed to their opening 16 games of last season. And well done to Nick Dacos. Game number 100. Since making his debut back in 2022, he's played 99 out of a possible 104 games. In his past 4 matches against the Blues, he's racked up 31 disposals, 7 clearances, 1 major, and he's polled 10 out of a possible 12 Brownlow votes.
Nicely done, Ash. Loans for the self-employed, redzed.com. Just quickly for Red Z, how would you rate your gather round?
My gather round, under the guidance of Barry Denner, not quite a PB, maybe an equal PB. Reminds me of the North Melbourne Footy Club during the 90s, the Triple M crew. Very successful on field and not bad off field in a responsible manner, of course.
I think that's a fair way to describe it. For Bob Jane teammates tonight, who of course get a massive 20% off selected Pirelli, buy 3 and get 1 free plus instant cashback on all the top tyre brands. bobjane.com.au. She is the face of sport on Channel 9. Nat Unides. Hello to you, Nat.
Hello, Jackie boy. Looking forward to a really good game here at the MCG tonight. Expecting a crowd of around 75,000, they're saying, but I reckon we could nudge that towards 80. There's a lot of people still coming through the gates at the moment. Weather has been a big talking point heading into this game. We had a band of rain come through about 4 o'clock. There was lightning here at the MCG. The good news is that we were all going to be hopefully going home on time. No night lightning delays on the radar at the moment, and no rain as well. So it's looking pretty good from that perspective. Some massive ins for Carlton: Jacob Wiedering, Will Hayward and Harry Dean. So I'm with Kate on this one. I reckon that the Blues are a sneaky chance tonight.
I reckon that as we get closer to the first ball up, there's a lot of people starting to think that way. Calling all the action tonight, and he is having a very, very fine 2026, is Nathan Brown. All the best highlights that you're hearing on Triple M Footy belong to this man. Hello, Brownie.
Thank you, Jack, and I can't wait for this game. I grew up a Carlton supporter, and you penciled it in the diary when they played Collingwood. Bum used to bring me down all the time, and I give them a big chance tonight too. We want a close game. I think there's 2 sides that are struggling to score at the moment. I think Collingwood are going to be up against it tonight. I think it's close.
So the toss of the coin next to the Amy Centre Circle. Patrick Cripps for Carlton. Nick Dacos playing game number 100 tonight for Collingwood.
Tails is a call, and it's a head. Right, good luck, guys.
And we've had the toss. Nat, what's going on?
You're not going to believe this. I actually missed it, but it looks like Patrick Cripps has won the toss.
Just make it up.
I should have just made it up. He's on the big screen, so they seem really excited, the Carlton fans that are around me. So early wins for the Blues.
Well, the good news is we could hear it all, and the umpire mics are working. So that's good to hear.
I love the supporters
mic for Triple M.
that cheer when the toss is won. That's a hardened supporter. When they're rocking up and they see Paddy Cripps point to the city end and they cheer, that's right in the game.
It's also a team that haven't won a lot lately, so they're just trying to find anything to smile about at the moment.
I celebrated a draw once.
I remember that one. They are playing for the Peter Mac Cup again tonight, the 31st edition here at the MCG right now. All of the lights are out. People have got their phones and the torches from their phones. It's a beautiful scene. You can donate for Peter Mac and the Peter McCallum Cancer Centre Victoria, who do amazing work for people in really, really challenging times. You can jump on the website and you can check it out. If you're watching on Channel 7, you've got it synced up. There's a QR code on screen now that you can scan, and every single little bit helps. Kate and Isaac, where is this game from a Carlton point of view? We know their strength in clearances, we know their strength in contested ball, but outside of that, they've been struggling. How do they find a way through tonight?
I think you've probably hit the nail on the head. If they're going to get this done, it is probably... I know they want to change their system, change the way that they play, but if they can get it done at contest here, but I think you're going to have to spread the ground, make the ground big, make Collingwood defend the entire MCG tonight.
Umpires tonight, Simon Meredith, Nathan Williamson, Cameron Dorr and Brent Wallace. Here's Nathan Brent.
We love gather round, but we love the MCG even more, and the ball up, and it's another ball up.
Thank you. Balls up.
Umpires' mics are working. You can hear them.
Oscar.
They've turned them up.
They have, Isaac. Quick ball up. Pitnet, who's been a shining light. Here's Williams. Gets the first real possession. Harry Mackay. Over the top was Frampton. Fisted away. Crisp will get there first. Paddle it out in front of himself. Went again. Did well. Paddle it 3 times. Doesn't get a stat, but he got it to Lockie Schultz, who we spoke to earlier. And we'll have a ball up on the outer side.
Ash, first quarters for Carlton. We talk about their second halves. What about their first quarters?
They've been very good. 5 from 5, plus 75 in terms of points differential. Number 1 in the comp.
There's Josh Dacos, dispossessed at halfback. Collingwood chain it around by hand. Pendlebury changes direction. Back inside for Lipinski. Nice daring play from the Pies to start. It's with Schultz. He's 75 metres out from goal. Short pass to Elliott. That's nice forward 50 connection.
Yeah, we spoke to Lockie Schultz, as you said, Brownie, pre-game, and Lockie Schultz said he wanted the ball in there quicker. He wanted faster ball movement, even though it might have been going against what the coach was preaching. But that was nice from Collingwood. Moved the ball effectively, forward handball, and then easy lead there from Jamie Elliott. It's just a nice little tick-up.
For all of their struggles going forward, Jamie Elliott has suffered. Only 5 goals from 5 games so far this season, up to 60 last year. Didn't go himself. Instead, kicked it straight into the man on the mark, Nick Haynes. Collingwood still in possession. Nick Dacos wraps around, gave it to Josh, 65 metres out. No mark inside 50. Time for Carlton to defend. Florent on the way out, gave it to Walsh.
Walsh towards centre wing, looking for Harry Mackay. Ball bounces over the back. Well done by Kemp, picked it up. Now they've got some space, the Blues. They're going to go inside forward 50. Hayward's onto it. And he takes a comfortable mark, about 30 out. Good transference of play.
Hit up inside. Hit up inside here.
No, he needs a goal. He's barely touched it all year, Isaac. He needs a goal. He's not passing it off.
I'll tell you what helps, though. A goal assist. You bring your teammate into the game. They all get around you. You start to feel good about yourself, Brownie.
He's turned his back, Isaac. He's had a very sharp haircut too.
7, 6.
As Will Hayward.
Oh, he's going to miss it. I'm going to tell you what.
He's not going to get too many more in over the next decade looking at that.
Yep.
Here is Will Hayward. 40 out, 45-degree angle. It's coming back. First blood to the Blues. But Jamie Elliott never looked comfortable. He kept looking to give that ball off. They paid the price, and it's a 6-point lead to the Blues.
Yeah, it was the kick going back inside forward 50. First of all, yeah, Jamie Elliott should have kicked that goal, really. If he's at the top of his game, he does slot that. But the kick then to re-enter 50, it was across the face of goal and just about 45 metres out. And if you can win the ball back there as a defensive unit, you can transition and use any part of the ground that you want, and that's exactly what they did. Good contest from Mackay to then bring the ball to ground, and then the overlap run, but it was a beautiful kick inside forward 50 from Evans. Put it to the advantage of Hayward, and I'm with you, Brownie. He needs the confidence, he needs the ball in his hand, and he slotted it as well early, Will Hayward.
It's Kate McCarthy, Triple M C-Bus Super Special comments.
She's an All-Australian. She's dominating Channel 7. Give her a couple of more weeks and she'll be a scratch golfer as well, the way she's going. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks Footy. Pitnet to half forward. Evans had a weird week last week. That was a better handball. Ainsworth on the move. Misses from 35 out.
Got a really cool hat too tonight, Kate.
I know.
That out to Cheats and Tight Media.
Bring it in. Play on.
So the ball brought back in from the Pies. They find Nick Dacos.
Play on.
He feeds it back to Howe. Howe goes to the outer side. He'll find Quainer. It's a nice kick too. Moving the ball beautifully at the moment, the Pies, and they find Lipinski. Rolls off, wants to move it nicely. Does to half forward. Up and then down. It was McStay. He couldn't quite bring the mark down. Handballs are straight back to Williams. Another opportunity for McStay, trying to burst his way through. Eventually got the handball out, and the umpire said that was illegal. The free kick's going to go to Newman.
Yeah, brilliant tackle there by Newman. McStay, the bigger man, should have been able to bust through that. Was able to lock the arm up, cause that to be holding the ball.
Scrubby kick from Chera, but it's okay. Florence got some time at right half back. Carlton 1-1-7. Collingwood yet to score. Ollie Hollands on the wing, gave it to Florent. Runs and carries. That's nice to half forward. Mackay snatched it out of the hands of Hayward.
Right on it, Brayden. Right on it. Yes, you're right on it.
Will Hayward's got one early. Harry Mackay would desperately love to kick a goal here to get himself going.
Yeah, he would. Kate, watching both teams, they're both making the ground big. They're both contested inside teams, but it's like they've gone, actually, no, we're going to spread it tonight, and they're trying to have a spread off.
A spread off?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Anyway, he's missed it.
Mackay missed it. Didn't want to be a part of the spread off.
How do you get involved?
I'm not sure I do either.
Spread off.
I think you put your keys in the middle, don't you?
Oh, we weren't going to go there. Anyway, we did.
Generally how it starts.
Quick kick in's really good to Frampton. Collingwood on the run. Dacos through the middle to Josh Dacos. Right foot towards half forward, McStay. Good movement by the Pies. He's got Lipinski on, and he's got Elliott. Handball over the top. Can he square it up? Players Cars out everywhere. Ned Long is one of those. Brilliant play by the Pies.
What about the spread there, Kate?
Oh, I think it's 2-2 on the spread off.
Ash for Red's Head.
No comment.
Mrs. Stew invited.
No comment, is he?
Your friend Chew.
So Ned Long.
Stay behind Lockie. Lockie.
You're kicking from about 30 out directly in front. Should be the first goal to the Pies. To the punt road end. Kick on the way. And he stabbed at it. Didn't really follow through, and that's a behind to Ned Long. 7-point lead to the Blues. That's on the Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard. Toyota Tundra, ready for everything.
A lot of talk last week, 68 inside 50s, the Pies for 5 goals, but early in the game, it was the last kick going inside 50 for me that they were really butchering. At least they're linking up well at the moment, but the kicks just aren't going through the big sticks.
Darcy Cameron with an intercept mark on the wing. Back to Frampton. 3 changes for Carlton tonight. Wiedering, Dean and Hayward. All good inclusions. Will Hayward's kicked the only goal in the game. Houston marks next to the Amy centre circle. He's got Jeremy Howe driving by. From true centre half forward. Steen well placed. If he can get there in time, he does. The big man split the pack in 2. And marks almost directly in front, 15 metres out.
Yeah, right on it.
Huge. It was great to see. I think, his 3rd game of football, 4th potentially at the max, but running and jumping at that footy. We saw shades of it on his debut game, and we're seeing it now. I love seeing him out of the square, getting up nice and high.
It's a weird style too when he kicks.
First game at the MCG. He's played at Marvel, the Gabba and the Adelaide Oval. He's at the home of footy tonight, and he kicks an important goal for his team. Collingwood with their first, 1-1-7. Carlton 1-2-8. 8 minutes in, Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
I was taking a good look at Collingwood's forward line movement as Houston had the ball, and there was absolutely none. So the only way they were going to get a goal is if someone did take a big contested mark. That was a brilliant contested mark from the young fella, but we're talking about the spread too, man. What are Collingwood's uncontested marks at the moment?
Yeah, 13-4 Magpies way, is he?
Yeah, so they are making the ground really big, really trying to challenge that Carlton team on the outside where we know that they falter a fair bit. What are you seeing on the Harvey Norman, Kate?
I wasn't sure, I wasn't watching it, but seeing a nice grab from Steen, getting up nice and high.
So a goal apiece at the MCG early stages. The Blues by a point back in the middle. Dacos tried to have an area out of it. Couldn't quite get the boot to it. Long was good. Inched it forward. Here is Nick Dacos. Quick handball. Pendlebury. Does it sit for him? It does. He's got the runners on the outside. Long kept going. He's tackled. Good pressure from the Blues. Now the ball jars out. And it ends up with McGovern. McGovern goes long to Kemp. That's a beautiful lead in the kick onto him. Kemp trying to play for 50, get up and kick it. And now he has to settle over a long one. He's asking Mackay to lead.
Play on!
There's no leads coming, so he sets it up. Mackay one-on-one. Going to get a free kick against Billy Frampton. Wasn't the best setup from the Blues, but they'll get a shot at goal.
Well, live, Kate, it looked like Billy Frampton was holding both his arms, so it'll be interesting to see on the Harvey Norman.
Scott Pendlebury! 1 metre back, please. 1 metre.
I think he made it look quite good, but I think probably was there considering the arm around. But Harry's arm was around Billy's just as much as Billy's was around Harry's.
7 goals so far, 4-6 from set shots. He looks to be going the drop punt from just inside the boundary. He misses. Through for a behind, the Blues lead by 2 points.
Harry's arm was around Billy and Billy's arm was around Harry. And sounds like those parties you were talking about a little bit earlier. You sort of never really know who's who.
Right.
Here's Quainer.
Outside 5.
Salford.
Play on!
Risky ball for Cripps. He's got some work to do. Quainer got it back. Just inside the boundary line. Handball's back to Crisp. They're running out of room, Collingwood. Josh Dacos has been clean early. Sweeps a handball to Houston. He goes all the way back to fullback for the switch.
Frampton, and he's got a player on the outer side, and that's Steele. Gets to him now. The next lead up in the chain is not there, so they have to go laterally and holding it up at the moment.
Play on.
Perryman called to play on. He's got about 15 metres in front of him, so he wanders off towards half forward. Asking a lot of the forwards out there with a kick like that, and the ball is out of bounds. Now the boundary throw in. With 11 minutes into this game, the Blues lead by 2 points, 139. The Pies are 117. That's on the Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
Who's finding it, Ash? Red Z lending.
Nick Dacos, 5 disposals. Jeremy Howell's had 5 and a couple of score involvements and 4 to Florent.
Keep a close eye on Nick Dacos. Is he next stoppage? See if there's anyone next to him. Hayes goes to ground for Collingwood. Caught high.
Advantage.
Pies take the advantage, even though there wasn't really any.
End zone.
Long ball to the top of the goal square. Wiedering trying to kill the contest. He got some support from Carroll, standing inside the goal square. Wobbly ball, hasn't cleared the area just yet. Hayes again for Collingwood, slips over. Handball got shoveled out the back. Pendlebury always makes good decisions. That's no exception. Lateral pass to Josh Dacos, 45 metres out.
They're finding marks inside 50 so far this evening, something that they struggled with early in the game last week. So a big positive for Collingwood and continuing to find those uncontested possessions as well.
Josh Dacos, 27 and 31 disposals in his 2 games last year against the arch rival. He misses that one out to the right as well. Collingwood 1-2. Carlton 1-3. Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard. Toyota Tundra is ready for everything.
It's that by a long one. So Ollie Florent to the outer side. Haynes. He's on the defensive 50. Florent run past for the handball. Didn't give it to him. So Haynes. That is an absolute mung of a football. Not sure how he got it to spin like that. It's almost impossible to do it. Ends up with Walsh. Walsh at centre half back. He looks for Ollie Hollands. Brought to ground. Pies an opportunity. He's Ed Allen. Just gave it up. Wiedering did well. He had it through his legs, but then that mucked him up as well. McCreary fed it back to Anderson. Anderson forward. Tumbling ball is going to be okay. And the mark taken by McStay.
Another mark inside 52. What are they at?
That's their 5th mark inside 50, Kate, and they only averaged 10 for an entire game, ranked 13th in the comp.
Harry Mackay had the same sort of kick at the other end, went with a drop punt for a left footer. Looks like McStay. They're going with the right foot snap.
Thanks, Nick. Jamie, Nick.
Dan McStay.
Clear right out, please.
Jamie Elliott asked to clear out. Looks like he's going around the back for the handball. But McStay back live. Right foot nails it. Good kick. Good finish. Go back to where you came from, Jamie Elliott, because I could do that. 5-point lead to the Pies.
Yeah, well, I reckon Dan McStay was saying to the umpire, "Hey, can you get Jamie out here? This is my time." But that's a nice goal for Dan McStay. He's sort of been scratching along, and he'd love to have a big impact in a big game for Collingwood. Unfortunately for the big fella, he's missed out on a few premierships the last few years, and he has.
Sink the boots, eh?
Well, no, I'm just saying he'd really like to cement himself in this Collingwood football side, Brownie.
Thanks, lad. Set up.
Has he not?
Oh, he has.
He missed out on the Collingwood one, and then he missed out on the 2 Brisbane ones.
I could have a dick for the Collingwood one.
And the 2 Brisbane ones. He's had a tough little run, Brownie.
Nat for Bob Jane, is it swirly?
Yeah, conditions not a concern for Dan McStay there, but we've seen a couple of wayward shots on goal, and there is a bit of a breeze, as it tends to be a bit of a swirling breeze here at the MCG.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. McCreary got the tap down and then got it to Dacos inside 50. Elliott couldn't mark. Lipinski bumped off it. Haynes misses Wiedering by hand. Has to go back and clean it up. With forward pressure from Elliott. And they get a throw in 30 metres out from goal at the punt road end.
I know with this new rule with the centre ball up as opposed to the centre bounce, teams are defending less. I think we're going to have some arc intervention here about the out of bounds.
Arc assist. It's Collingwood's Jamie Elliott. Out in the full. Jamie Elliott's
Out on the full. Off the Carlton boot from arc assist, so it'll be a Jamie Elliott free kick.
This is the second time in 2 weeks that Carlton have been stitched up by the arc assist with one of these.
But back to the centre clearance. If you're going to leave Nick Dacos the goal side of the stoppage for a handball over the top like that, you're going to leak some points.
Elliott runs around. And not a great hit. Almost bounced through in the end. Lewis Young. He's at a mare, Jamie Elliott.
Stay clear.
He's lost all confidence, Jamie Elliott.
6-point lead to the Pies.
I don't think I've ever seen him kick a goal like that. His last 2 attempts.
Lewis Young looked like he was trying to defuse a bomb. He didn't know what to do with that footy as it bounced towards him. All's well that ends well.
Collingwood dominating this game of football. 5 of the last 6 inside 50s at the moment.
Isaac Smith and Kate McCarthy for Seabus Super. He'll do something the smart way. Sam Walsh, brilliant at gather round. 29 disposals, 8 tackles. Got Carlton going in that first quarter. Newman to the wing. That'll be a mark. Nicely taken by Young. More decisive that time. Off by Hollands against the boundary line. Was he out of play?
Out of bounds.
Umpire says yes.
Throw in down there.
So that ball will come back. It'll be thrown in right near the interchange bench with Carlton 139, Collingwood 2-3-15, Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
I take it from what we're seeing and what we saw across gather round that Arc Assist will now be reviewing every single boundary sort of incident that occurs, because that's what it looks like is happening despite having no confirmation of it from the AFL.
And they got the right result with the Jamie Allett one. Just had a look at the Harvey Norman replay. Definitely out of bounds on the full. Right now at Harvey Norman, get up to 25% of selected big brand laptops in store and online. Hurry, limited time only.
Good tackle by Bo McCreary. Top 3 at the Pies in that stat.
Play on.
He gets it back from Pendlebury. Tucks it under the arm and runs and carries and then drills a pass. Low and flat onto the chest of Oscar Steen,
Come forward. 1 metre.
who's got a chance to kick
Out,
number
please.
2 from just inside 50.
Go with him, Ben. Here. Thanks, Oscar.
Beautiful kick on the Harvey Norman replay.
Wasn't even watching. Turned around, the ball was coming to him.
Just said, have this.
Play on. Play on.
Steen gave a handball off. Houston is a long kick of the footy.
On clear.
He just misses off to the right. Bit going on after it as well. Pies 2-4. Carlton 1-3. Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
I always wonder with that handball receive, when a player's receiving it and they're going to be under a lot of pressure, you're better off just going back and taking your shot.
The voice of Isaac Smith as the ball goes out of bounds on the outer side.
Agree, Izzy, but if you're a player like Dan Houston calling for the ball off a player in his 5th game, you feel like more times than not he's going to give it, but it's more on the player that's in Dan Houston's role to not call for it.
Here is Houston again on centre wing. Chips one into the middle. Finds Jeremy Howe. Had a fair bit of an ash.
Jeremy Howe, 5 disposals, a couple of score involvements.
He comes to the commentary side. It's a high ball. Big bad Billy.
Just too easy at the moment, Brownie, these uncontested marks.
Until Frampton kicked an absolute mungle. Lipinski put him under pressure. Blues with an opportunity. Sam Walsh tunnel it out, but only as far as Perryman underneath that pack, and trying to get the footy out again is Byrne. Big Taylor Byrne. Got a strong backside on him. And we'll have a ball up.
It's only 174 centimetres too, Taylor Byrne, so put it all into proportion.
Play on.
Here's Lipinski. Shovels a handball out to Anderson. He's done some nice things. Lipinski palms that down and got away with it. Umpire says play on. Florent from centre half back just goes long and direct. Mackay and Frampton engaged. Ball got to the front of the stoppage. Dacos was run down from behind, but it's a free kick before that.
1 metre forward. 1 metre forward.
Frampton's ball at half back. Did a good job last week. Kept Josh Tracy goalless against the Dockers.
Yeah, I thought he played a very good game, Jack. Really well.
Maynard has the footy at half-back.
Play on.
Left foot as long as he can. Just gets past centre wing. Steen was in the front. Front of that pack was Jack Crisp with the front and centre. Handball forward. Anderson was there. Paddy Cripps beat him to it. Ollie Hollands stepped through some traffic. Smith to Hayward. Now Lewis Young. Lewis Young should just handball to anybody near him. Gave it up to Dacos, who goes long, looking for McStay to do something, but Cowan positioned himself nicely.
Yeah, that was huge by Cowan then, because Carlton mids are getting absolutely owned. Walsh 4 touches, Chera 2, Cripps 2, Smith 2.
Good mark by Hayward on the wing, right in front of you, Nat, for Bob Jane.
Yeah, Mark Pitnet's just come onto the ground. He's been on the bench for over 10 minutes, so a bit of hype for the Blues.
Kicked the first goal of the game, Will Hayward. And Carlton's only so far in this one. Byrne taken out of it. Walsh tackled. Frampton's got him. That's holding it.
Straight up. All you, mate. All you.
They look engaged, Collingwood.
soon as you heard the umpire say arm free, you knew that Sam Walsh was going to get pinged there for holding the ball. But you're right, they're up for the fight. They're putting a whole lot of pressure on the Blues mids any time they get the footy.
They lead by 7 points. Rowan Steele puts it out into space. McCreary knocked it on to the advantage of Lipinski. He couldn't gather cleanly. Young gave a handball. That's better, Lewis.
Smith chips the football, but it's intercepted. One part of his game needs to improve. Back to Rowan Steele. Chips it into the pocket. The leads come. McStay was there. That's a great mark. Should have been a free kick at the end. Not paid. McStay gets taken to the ground. And that is holding the ball. Free kick's going to go to Carlton.
Yeah, Brownie, I don't like... You were just talking about Jagger Smith there. I don't like him asking for that receive there. Hayward's running shoulders out straight towards goal. Gives a handball to Jagger Smith, who's in an awkward position to kick. It's just not great team football.
Nick Newman from right half back. Frampton at the back should take this mark comfortably and does. Now the Pies by 7 points. Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard. Houston goes back in defence. They make the ground nice and big for Harry Perryman. He holds and goes wider again. Collingwood continue to spread. Here's Schultz underneath the Shane Warne stack.
Chips the footy to Crisp. Inching the ball forward, the Pies. Uncontested marks, Ash.
Uncontested marks for Red Z. 34-12 Collingwood's way.
To the pocket looking for McStay. Getting back was Lewis Young. Handball was missed out there. Now the ball sits up. Opportunity for Schultz. Schultz from a standing start. It's curling, but dropped by Steen in the back pocket. Towards Harry Mackay. 1-by-2 was good. He looks up. Hasn't got a lot to go to, and he loves to slow the play down, Harry.
Important that he won that one because Billy Frampton has started this game off very well and is playing all over Harry Mackay at the moment.
Just kicks a high ball with no real intended target, Harry Mackay.
Jeremy Howe, stand!
It'll be a Jeremy Howe free kick.
Stay outside.
Off to Nick Dacos at centre half back. And then Perryman, who's starting to get busy, has Lipinski standing next to him, thought about shepherding. Instead receives a handball. They cut back inboard. Nick Dacos has followed it up. Started with him at centre half back.
Stay out, Pat.
He's now in possession at centre half forward. Pulls his kick. Difficult ask for Steele. He made a good contest, but he chopped an arm in the process.
Carlton.
It'll be a Harry Mackay free kick.
Hit the deck hard.
Need to stand there. Switch. Arm interference. Switch, nice. Yeah.
Harvey Norman replay. Just lands flat on his back. Tends to knock the stuffing out of you. Kate does
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it for a moment before we saw the Harvey Norman that he might have hit his head on the turf on the way down, but just winded for Big Harry.
Here's the human caravan in Wiedering. Looking for Haynes. Had to go back with courage. And he marked it, no problems. He's got Cowan. Cowan presents a bit of issue, but just ran away from two of them. Schultz almost ran him down to half forward. Mark taken by Evans. The Blues moving it nicely. Haven't been inside forward 50 for a while. Kick into the pocket, marked by Kemp. Stuck out the one hand. It was brilliant.
Brody on your line. That's it.
Yeah, brilliant mark that was. They made it difficult for themselves, Carlton. They had the three spares in the middle of the ground, and not once did they look inboard. If they did, they would have been able to uncontested mark it all the way inside forward 50. But as you said, brilliant mark.
A goal a game in 26.
10, 9, 8, 7.
This to get the Blues back to a point.
Play on.
Runs around, right foot snap, looks good.
Clear.
He's going at a goal a game this year. And about a return by Kemp. That's his 6th of the season. Collingwood lead by a point.
Well, it feels similar to what it did in the Collingwood Fremantle game last week at quarter time. We're getting up towards that now, just over a minute to play in this one. It felt like Collingwood should have been a long way ahead, and Fremantle were within touching distance, and that's what's happened again tonight. Collingwood 16, Carlton 15, but you feel like for a greater percentage of this game the ball has been played on Collingwood terms, and they haven't been able to make the most of it when they've had the game on their terms.
How's Nick Dacos going in his 100?
Looking pretty good, leading ball winner on the ground, 10 disposals, 3 inside 50s. And just that time in the forward half, Kate, Maggie's again at 60%, Blues only at 40.
Seeing the mark of Harry Dean on the Harvey Norman replay, he's got all the makings of being a 12, 15-year centre-half back for Carlton. Great to see. The McDonald's and Ream Hot Water Triple M Rocks footy. A high ball from Nick Newman up to half forward.
Carlton,
that's a mark to Hayward. He's playing inspired footy in this first quarter. Kick wasn't to the advantage of Mackay. He knocked it to the front. Kemp dispossessed. He had it for long enough. He'll be caught holding the ball. Nat for Bob Jane.
A little bit of concern around Harry Dean. So he was involved in a collision in a marking contest with Dan McStay a little bit earlier. I think the doctors are checking for a head knock. He did miss last week with concussion.
He's got the black stare down there. Just had a look at the Harvey Norman replay. Let's hope he's okay. Josh Dacos gave it up to Carroll. Carroll fitted back. Pick net to half forward. No mark taken. Nick Dacos at ground level to Steele, to Pendlebury. Another one to Perryman. Perryman's got some space. He's got time to think. Handballs to Josh Dacos. Got the 1-2 back to Perryman. Wasn't the best chain of play by the Pies. And now the Blues through Smith at half back to Carroll on centre wing down to 6 seconds.
They're going to run out of time, unfortunately, Carlton. Low scoring here at the Triple MCG, but it's spirited footy. Hayward's marked 65 metres out. He wants to go back and kick a barrel. He's hit it pretty well too. It's all the way to the goal square. It's Collingwood by a point at quarter time. 2-4-16 to Carlton. 2-3-15. Isaac Smith and Kate McCarthy are here all night long for Seabass Super. Nat Unity's boundary side. Ash Stewart with all the Reds. There's Nath Brown with you as well. Thursday night footy at the Triple MCG for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M Rocks footy.
That quarter for Toyota. Toyota Tundra. Ready for everything.
For McDonald's,
Triple M Rocks footy.
when the footy's on and you can't miss a moment, get Macca's delivered for a 99-cent delivery fee. Only on the My Macca's app. Just pulled into the driveway? Grab your TV remote and don't miss a second of the footy.
Doing that in just your fourth game of footy. Impressive. Steen from 20. Got it. Finally. Goal apiece here.
Live and free on 7 and streaming on 7 Plus.
This Saturday morning from 10, it's Triple M's Dead Set Legends.
Listen to this crowd. They're ready to go.
Join the queen of Triple M footy, Kate McCarthy, four-time premiership star, Isaac Smith, and the big newsbreaker, Xander Maguire, as they get you ready for a massive weekend in sport. Triple M's Dead Set Legends. Saturday morning from 10 on Melbourne's 105.1 Triple M.
HBF is your health dream team. Join HBF today.
At Ben & Jerry's, we had a thought. Our cookie dough ice cream is already loaded with chunks.
It's a classic for a reason.
But could we make it even more cookier?
Go on.
The best way to top it was to bottom it.
Let's just clarify that's with cookies.
Introducing the new Ben & Jerry's cookie dough ice cream sandwich. Our legendary ice cream packed with cookie dough chunks between soft vanilla and cocoa marbled cookies. No spoon needed.
More ways to enjoy cookie dough. Count me in.
The new Ben & Jerry's cookie dough ice cream sandwich.
This is the moment. They're off and racing. Step in early to the Melbourne Cup Carnival, because before the crowd swell, there's a window. 4 days of racing, revelry, fashion, and flavour at Flemington waiting to be claimed. Early bird tickets are now on sale from $25. A fleeting offer. A very good idea. Fancy a gallop? Book now at vrc.com.au.
On Booking.com, it's easy to book your holiday home. So if you're bored of this,
Guys, found an apartment. The price just jumped up.
with us, there's no hidden fees. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Ever said near enough is good enough? Excuse us for a tick. This ad's not for you.
Now we've lost anyone who's whacking spark plugs in with a hammer, let's talk Pro to Pro. When upgrading to high-quality precision tools and equipment, choose Warren & Brown. Equipment for torque setting, soldering, the workshop and garage, hand tools and more. Warren & Brown, manufacturers and suppliers of quality precision tools since 1921. Info at wbtools.com.au.
At CommBank, we know that recent global events can have a big impact at home. If you're experiencing temporary difficulty across your personal or business finances, you can talk to us. From home loan repayment relief to tailored business support, we'll work together to find a solution for your situation. CommBank's here to lend a hand. Visit commbank.com.au/assist or message us in the CommBank app.
It's back to school time at Woolworths. Enjoy 30% off all yogurt and custard pouches from the chiller aisle. Plus, get 10 times everyday rewards points. Shop in store or online today. Ends April 21st while stocks last, subject to availability. T&Cs and exclusions apply.
Do you own a trade or construction business? Then there's probably a good chance you're currently stuck in traffic. It's a waste of time. Save time like never before with MetroMap, the frequently updated aerial imagery service. MetroMap allows you to view, check access, measure and quote a site within centimetres before you even step foot on it, reducing your site visits and time sitting in traffic. Starting from just $264 a month on an annual plan. Sign up for your 7-day free trial at metromap.com.au.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for Beacon Trade, backing tradies with all the lighting, fans, switches and electrical for the job. Beacon Trade, let's make light work.
Quarter time of the MCG. It is Carlton and Collingwood doing battle. It's the Pies by a point, 2-4-16 to Carlton, 2-3-15. Steen and McStay, the goal kickers for the Pies. And for the Blues, Brodie Kemp and Will Haywood are their goal kickers. Boundary side for Bob Jane T-Marts. Is that you need?
And switches and electrical for the job. Beacon Trade, let's make light work.
Quarter time of the MCG. It is Carlton and Collingwood doing battle. It's the Pies by a point, 2-4-16 to Carlton, 2-3-15. Steen and McStay, the goal kickers for the Pies. And for the Blues, Brodie Kemp and Will Haywood are their goal kickers. Boundary side for Bob Jane T-Marts. Is Nat Unides?
Jack, there was a little bit of concern about Harry Dean heading into that quarter-time break with potential head knock, but he's joined his teammates out in the huddle and the doctors don't seem too concerned, so it looks like he will be good to go in this second term.
Bob Jane T-Marts have got a great buy 3, get 1 free and instant cash back on all the top tyre brands, and you can get a massive 20% off selected Pirelli tyres. Tuman, Red Z Lending, what's happening?
Nick Dacos, leading ball winner, 11 disposals, 3 inside 50s. Haywood, number 1 rated player for the Blues according to Champion Data, 6 disposals and a major, but the mids, low numbers for Carlton, as Izzy mentioned, Walsh 4, Cripps 2 and Chera also with 2.
Kate McCarthy and Isaac Smith are your experts tonight for Seabus Super. They are the best in the business, Seabus Super. So are these two. Build your something the smart way.
Yeah, I think it was what we said pre-game about Collingwood's ball movement so far this season. It had been slow. We thought they sort of were doing it as a defensive mechanism to try and protect the scoreboard as much as they can, and it looks like they're going all-out attack in this game. They've been willing to move the ball quickly. They've looked for uncontested possessions, which they're absolutely dominating, 79-45. But they're moving the ball beautifully, and when there's something to take, they're going quickly and going at the Blues. But on the same token, the Blues have been able to move the ball from their D50 to their forward 50. Both of their goals have come from that source itself. So could be a bit of a shootout here tonight.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, if your hot water needs replacing, go for one that's steady, hot and strong. Ask your plumber to install a Ream.
Sock off the ground by Cripps. Only the 2 disposals of that first quarter's right, Ash.
Spot on.
So him and Hollins. Elijah Hollins needs to get a move on. What are his numbers in the first quarter, Ash?
Statless for Red Z.
So Haywood. Handballs it forward to centre wing. Long. Gave it to Chris. Chris sweeps to Pendlebury. Pendlebury looking for Anderson. Get a free kick though. Front on contact. Here is Anderson.
They're out.
Angus Anderson.
Moving on.
It's a player running around the back in Perryman. Umpire calls in a play on. Kicks into the pocket. Jamie Alley will be the flyer. Oh. He went very early and mistimed it. Free kick will come back and it'll go to the Blues. They'll be Haynes.
Just all out of sync. Jamie Elliott at the moment.
Play on.
Just not feeling it.
Florent from defensive 50. Spreads wide. Good to see Harry Dean back out there. Cripps on the 45. Very quickly chained up to Walsh, who stands 75 metres out from goal. Turns and goes. Mackay in the pocket. Got it.
I'll take the mark. Yep. I'll take the protect area.
Probably Carlton's best passage of play all night. Mackay marks 35 metres out to the punt road end.
Yeah, it was quite clearly their best passage of play, and they gave the handball when someone showed up. Walsh turned straight away when he's about 75 metres out and identified that Mackay had the better positioning on Frampton, and it was just clean, crisp football.
He's kicked 2 behinds already. A more deliberate approach, and it looks good. And he pumps the fist, a sigh of relief. He'll be glad to see that one go through, Harry Mackay. Carlton lead by 5 points, early stages, second quarter. Triple M, Peak and Trade scoreboard.
So that's Carlton's third goal of the game. All 3 of them have come from D50. And Chu, just for some context, how are they going in the whole part of the season at getting the ball from their D50 and scoring points from it?
So for their first 5 games of the season, they've had 232 chains from their D50, but they've only posted 5 goals, 5 in total, 35 points. The lowest in the comp, as you said, they've already posted 18.
So they've scored 3 points from centre bounce, which is that?
As in the other score sources?
What are their other scores? Centre bounce, they've been unbelievable at this year.
Spot on.
Triple
They
M.
are finding other ways to score. Sorry, Brownie.
Red Z lending stats. It's a good one. So here's Nick Dacos from the restart. Carlton in front by 5 points to half forward. Mark dropped out there. Here's Ollie Hollins. The Blues through Williams. Williams a darting ball. The lead from Harry Mackay and the confidence is up. We get a free kick, Harry Mackay on the outer side.
Well, you mentioned earlier in that, right at the end of the quarter time break there, that the Carlton mids hadn't had any of the ball tune. It's scary to think if they do start getting the ball in their hand, what they could do to this Collingwood side. Yep.
3 minutes into quarter number 2. Carlton have kicked the only goal of the term so far.
Look open side.
Williams took a while, but eventually Izzy
hurt him.
Spreads to Haynes.
Well, they sort of lost the advantage. They were all out.
Wiedering's kick was risky. Cowan marks.
Keep coming out, Tim.
Well, the switch is broken down. There's a lot of stationary targets. Cowan loads up to half forward. Kemp can get an uncontested run at it. Had it knocked out of his arms. He'd be disappointed he didn't hang on to that one, Brody Kemp.
And that's a big difference between the really good sides at moving the ball and the sides that aren't so good. You take a mark in the middle of the ground, your vision, you've nearly already got to decide where you're going with the ball. You've already spotted the advantage, but Carlton, they're just a bit slow hand to foot at the moment.
Socket out of the pack. Cowan was the first one there, fed it to Hayward to Smith, and he goes back to Walsh. Walsh to Cowan, who started it. Unloads into the pocket. Pack of players. Fisted away. Ball up for grabs. 50-50 ball. Collingwood under pressure at the moment. Handballed it out. They snap across the body by Ainsworth. It's a beauty. 3 goals in a row to the Blues. And they lead by 11 points. 27 plays 16. Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Well, they're dominating this second term so far. 3 inside 50s, but 2 goals from it. That is extremely efficient. 29 disposals to 8. So they're getting the ball in their hands and they're keeping it off Collingwood. Yes, at times a little bit disjointed with their ball movement, but they're being able to pressure Collingwood, turn the ball over and then keep the ball in their front half.
And Kate, so for Carlton this year, only 39% of their scores have come from turnover, ranked 18th. The league average is 57 tonight. 26 out of the 27 points have come from turnover.
Nat Ninides, Bob Jane Team Arts.
Jack, I've just noticed that Frankie Evans has come back onto the ground. He's not wearing his goggles tonight. Almost didn't recognise him out there.
Well, they got knocked off last week in the monsoonal rain, and I think he thought, bugger it, I don't need them anymore.
There's somewhere under a puddle still at the Adelaide Oval from last week. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. Smith almost run down for the Blues. Got his kick away in the nick of time. 50 out. Handball off to Carroll, who's a left footer. Didn't waste it. Mackay drops it. Time to butter up. Kick a banana, Harry. Why not? He's not far away. They look sharp in this second quarter, Carlton. They lead by 12 points.
Harry Mackay could be the best player on the ground by the length of the Flemington Straight if he'd taken his opportunities.
Maynard went long. Carroll had a couple of bites of it but couldn't quite complete the mark. Jack Crisp was there. Just bobbling around in his hands at the moment. Carroll tackles him. Attempted to get a foot to it. Wiedering sits on it. Ball it up. So about 70 metres away from the Carlton goal. Just near the boundary. So it's a tough one to get out of here. Quick kick by Darcy Cameron. It's a high up and under ball. Nick Newton has to sit underneath it and he does with courage. Steam came steaming down. But he marked it.
Nice, Nathan. Wiedering stands on the wing. Chera, third game of the season, delayed start with the hamstrings, had 19 and 23 in his first two.
Stay out.
And Williams marks the kick on his tippy toes. Inside the centre square for Carlton. The ball's lived at the Pund Road end in this second quarter. Kemp this time. Red at best. Marks left forward pocket to make it 4 in a row.
It was the uncontested possessions they were giving Collingwood in the first term that was getting the game on the Pies terms. That stat at the moment, 29 Carlton, just 3 to Collingwood in this second term.
Goalless last week, was very good against North Melbourne on Good Friday. Kicked 3 goals, 3.
Play on!
He takes a step around. He's just got enough on it. Desperate lunge from Quainer in the goal square. Kemp kicks his second, and Carlton are making their move. 5-4-34 to Collingwood 2-4-16 on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Kat, I reckon we'll see on the Harvey Norman that Isaac Quainer on the line missed that by millimetres. Yeah, Billy Frampton standing 4 metres behind him. Would you think you'd not put the taller man on the line?
Yep, couldn't agree more, Izzy. That's a big mistake to not have your tall man right on the line. And if he's occupied, that's when you need your ruckman to get back there and be the last line of defence and try and get a touch on that, because if they were on the line, there's no doubt they would have touched it.
Triple M Red said, so in this second quarter, approaching 8 minutes, 15 Collingwood players yet to touch the ball, opposed to Carlton with just the 4.
4 in a row to the Blues. And all of a sudden, it's an 18-point lead back in the middle. Darcy Cameron won the tap. Long off the ground. Bouncing ball towards half forward. Membry onside at the moment. Here's Dean. Gave it to Williams. Williams to Newman. Newman wants to get back on the left, and he did. But he then handballed it back to Haynes. A high up and under ball to centre wing. Frankie Evans, no goggles. The game's better for him. Collingwood into the middle of the ground. Crisp. Crisp goes for a run left foot. Bombs it inside forward. 50 looking for Elliott. It got over the back of him. And the ball is out of bounds. 18-point lead, 5-4-34. Collingwood at 2-4-16.
Mark, Darcy.
Seeing the Harvey Norman replay. Josh Giddey's in the house tonight. Not sure why Tunners is sitting next to him, but
Snorkel, Luke Tunnicliffe.
Steve Hooker.
Steve Hooker.
Xander Maguire pretending he hasn't seen himself on TV, and now he's cracking out in a smile.
I reckon we've got our opener to Dead Set Legends on Saturday.
We'll have to look for Tunnicliffe later. His feet will be hanging out somewhere.
Off the stoppage. Lipinski tackle. It's just a real weird combination in the box.
Up Josh Giddey, you wouldn't believe it.
Extraordinary stuff. Desperate lunge from Howe. He's on the wing. Ball's been dragged back in.
Switch.
It'll be a ball up. The base of that pack, Taylor Byrne. Carlton 5-4-34. Collingwood 2-4-16 as we tick up to 10 minutes played in this second quarter. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard, backing tradies with all the lightings, fans, switches and electrical for the job. Beacon Trade, let's make light work.
Ball up on centre wing, neither ruckman touch it. But I don't know how to pick the free kick out of that. It's going to go to Darcy Cameron.
You'd hate to be a ruckman, Brownie.
Chips it to Josh Dacos, absolutely, Isaac. So just a slow build up here for the Pies. Uncontested marks is the order of the night so far. Perryman waiting for an offer. Elects to chip it up and hope for the best. Wiedering comes hard and he punches the ball back 15 metres. Elliott came in, tackle to the ground, so too Newman. We'll ball it up, 30 out from Collingwood's goal.
What's not happening for Collingwood in this second quarter, Izzy and Kate?
Rucks nominate.
Well, they're not getting their hands on the footy to start with. This is probably the first time they've had any time in their front half as well. Can they lock it in?
Cripps' kick went up and down in the mine shaft. 40 out from Collingwood's goal. No free kick for Hayes, who went low again, looking for a free kick. What sort of crowd are we looking at, Ash, do you think, for Reds End?
I reckon that could be on the money. Between 75 to 80,000. I'll go for 77,000.
Every game these two have played since COVID, they've had 75,000 or more. It's still such a strong rivalry. Kick goes into the middle. Frampton knocked it clear. Ainsworth gave a hot handball to Chera. Nice work. Releases Ainsworth again.
Brilliant work by Chera. It deserves a set-up goal. Can they keep it in? Down on Kemp did nicely. Kemp had to keep the football in. Handball to himself, KB style. Got it back from Walsh and then put it out of bounds on the full.
Well, that's the change that we've seen in the rule to full effect, because if he just touches that, it's going to be a free kick against for not trying to keep the ball in enough. So we like to see that.
He's in the Percy Beans, but...
And then he fell over at the end, Brody Kemp.
But, yeah, Collingwood are just not winning any contested ball this quarter, Kate. Getting smashed around the ball.
He's hurting him on the scoreboard. They trail by 18 points, the Pies. Schultz at right half forward. Too far out to score. Collingwood kicking to the city end in this second quarter. He sets it up to a deliberate area. Knocked away by Lewis Young. Then Dean a bit indecisive. Had his kick battered down by Ed Allen. And he's thrown in right forward pocket.
Rux.
There to go, the Pies.
Lewis. Let him run.
Carlton the last 4. Collingwood started brightly. Kicked 2 goals to Steen and McStay since then. Hasn't been a lot of joy. Florent, handball, didn't hit the target. And back in was Ed Allen, who scooped it out. And the ball looks to be going out of bounds again.
Go it in.
The exact same spot.
Thanks, Rux.
Give us a couple of numbers, Ash.
Blues pressure rating. They're going at 202, and yet in this quarter, Brownie, they've had 34 more disposals.
They were down in disposals in that first quarter. They bounced back nicely. Darcy Cameron to Schultz, who went to fend off on Walsh. The ball up.
Thanks, Lucky.
Yeah, it
35 out.
wasn't just their disposals that was down in that first term. The pressure was well down as well, so they've ramped that up since quarter time.
Just cannot score. They've gone absolutely stone cold here, Collingwood, in this second term. Evans from half back clears the danger area. Kemp's giving Maynard some headaches, although Maynard reappeared and laid a bone-jarring tackle. Ball's available on the wing. Houston bends down to pick it up. Carlton wrap him up with multiple tackles. Ball up.
He started well tonight, Kemp. He's been good in a few contests. If he can't win it, he's been halving it and then getting at it at ground level.
It's Isaac Smith, Triple M Seabus Super Special comments. Seabus Super, build your something the smart way as Josh Dacos sends him back in. Elliott again. Gone over the back, hasn't quite hit the mark. Here's Schultz. Needs to dribble it. Bouncing, and misses.
All clear, Steve.
Should kick them as a small forward.
Look, Eddie.
17-point lead to Carlton.
Ollie, out now. Out now, Ollie.
It's their first sort of clean look for the quarter, isn't it?
Out of protected area.
It's the first time, Jack, the ball's gone in when there's almost been even numbers, because it's come from sort of that defensive side of the ground. Whereas they've just had re-entry after re-entry or stoppage in there where there's just been a hell of a lot of numbers.
Carlton have kicked the only 3 goals of the quarter. Florent long down the line. Bounces through the hands of Elijah Hollins. It's off hands and out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in. Outer side wing. 5-4-34 Carlton. 2-5-17 Collingwood. Who needs to lift, Ash, for Red Z leading? Other end of the page.
Elijah Hollins is only statless in the first half still, and Cherry's only had the 4. But for the Magpies, Nick Dacos had 11 in the first, just 3 in this quarter.
The Pies to half forward, looking at McStay. The big fist came from Wiedering. Jack Crisp was there to push it forward. Dean stood in the way, absorbed the heat. And we'll ball it up at centre half forward for the Pies.
Thanks,
And Tim Embry still statless for the Magpies.
Darcy, Carlton, Rock, Lewis.
Umpire, that's the yellow Sharon in the air. Lipinski made no effort. The umpire's going to ball it up.
Darcy, Lewis.
Have a look at Elijah Hollins out there. I don't know, like a chook with its head cut off at the moment.
15.
I thought the same thing.
It's extraordinary to watch him. I'm going to keep my binoculars on him for a while. He's Steele for the Pies on the left. And that is through for a behind.
Move out. Thanks, Jamie.
Well, the ball went out of bounds on the other side, and the umpire said, throw it in, please. And then he darted off, expecting the ball to be kicked to him.
He was trying to get... Initially, he thought he was going to take the kick outside the boundary and then darted off. In the first quarter, he ran down to the goal square. The ball was 120 metres away. No one was near him. I've just been watching him.
Ainsworth gave a handball to Walsh, who left the scene. Nick Dacos picks it up, and he hits the post. Very rarely does Nick Dacos not punish you in that situation. Collingwood have kicked the last 3 behinds. Harvey Norman replay will tell the story.
Yeah, that was a massive miss. It's one of those ones that, as he was kicking it, you thought, all right, they need something.
Whose fault, though? Walsh's or Ainsworth?
You've got to execute that handball.
Kick that, handball that. But Dacos needs to kick it because you feel like they've had no momentum. It's just as poor a kick from Carlton again. But to kick that, to really get this crowd going as well, but couldn't execute.
Ainsworth hits this one. Nick Newman, left foot into the middle, and he finds Chera. Couple of big moments tonight, Chera. That was a good one too. Had to hold on to it. He goes wide and he finds Cowan. Cowan hits it on the bounce. It needed to hit the target and it didn't.
Oh, the P.
The whistle went. He was blowing it that hard. It's going to be a free kick.
No, I don't like that, Brownie. I reckon the Carlton player there, was it Carroll? I think it was. It looked like he threw his head here. Jeremy Howe actually kept him off the grass if you look at the Harvey
50
Norman.
metres, Isaac. Might have been a bit of noise being set towards the umpire. Haven't liked that this week.
Yeah, I didn't like the call to start with.
No one on the goal line either. They'll run in and kick the easiest goal. Bang. Up to the second, third tier. Carlton, 5 in a row. 40 plays, 19. Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Yeah, Collingwood fans deserve to be angry there. I reckon that was an error to start with, but as a player, you've just got to zip it and let it unfold, because as soon as you direct something at the umpires now, that's always going to be 50 metres and they get an easy goal in the end, but not sure the free kick was there, Kate.
Nah, they need to stamp that out of the game. I absolutely hate seeing players. We're doing everything we can to protect the players, to take the right stance, to help with concussion here. You cannot have players throw their head around or make their head hit the ground first and not be penalised for it, because it's ridiculous.
So the 50-metre penalty in the Harvey Norman replay is not against Jeremy Howe. It looks like it's against Dan Houston for a spray. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. Collingwood need a response. McCreary out of the middle. His kick was a shallow one to half forward. He follows up, lays a big bump, splits the pack open, and Allen takes possession. Hopefully we get another look at it. You can see Houston visibly point at the umpire. So,
well, I'm so much with you on this, Kate, that we're trying to protect the head and then we allow players to do that and get rewarded for it.
And it can't be on the umpires, because if you see a player like that, the head hits the ground, they're told to adjudicate the free kick. The players need to be the ones that aren't acting in that manner.
Brody Kemp was being held. In fact, he was doing the holding. So everyone's quickly streamed down to the punt road end. If Maynard can get the footy back here, he's got one-on-ones inside 50.
And one of those is Elliott. His timing's been off tonight. Haynes smothered off the boot. Come through Dean. Nicely to Haynes. Haynes missed the target with the handball though. Evans along the boundary looking for Kemp. That's a good mark. He's been good, Kemp. He's been really good. So Kemp on centre wing. That isn't good. That is really bad. It's just straight to Lipinski.
Lipinski goes. He's got lateral options. Instead, decides a more central kick. It was a ripper to Schultz. Fist from Wiedering was outstanding. Schultz just thought he was going to mark it on his chest and stream in. Wiedering had other ideas. That's why he's one of the best defenders in the competition.
Now they've got it to Walsh. Players on in the middle. Chera's one of them. Just dumps it. Not sure why. He kicked it straight to Perryman. Got to be better than that.
Absolutely, Brownie. So many options. He torched them all and just threw it on the boot. That was poor.
Houston to steal. This will be big for a memory. First touch, if they can kick a goal here, the Pies back the other way.
They kicked 4 behinds in a row, 3 behinds, my apologies, and then Carlton got a gimme. Things against the Pies right now. Dean in defence, his handball rolls out of bounds in front of Ollie Florent.
Well, the big question, Kate, is where Collingwood's goals are going to come from. If Jamie Elliott is playing the way he is, Membry's only had his first touch up on the wing, McStay's look semi-dangerous. Who's going to kick them?
Yeah, well, it's been the story for the past season and a bit, Brownie. Where are they coming from? And when your mids also aren't getting the ball sort of in the attacking positions, or Dacos has his opportunity and can't hit the kick, you're right, where are they coming from?
There is Elliott. He got bodied off by McGovern. He looks frustrated at the moment. His fortunes are not changing. Schultz flicked it over his head. Chera back there first for Carlton. Doesn't bomb away this time. Nice intercept by Perryman.
Read it beautifully, Perryman. Chips the footy to Houston, 60 out. Has to run an arc and kicks it to the top of 50. This is a big footy. 50-50 ball. Went over the top of everyone. Pendlebury sits underneath it now. He was tackled by Taylor Byrne. Handball forward. McCreary, 48 out. Brings it back and kicks the goal for Collingwood. A badly needed one. Breaks her on a 5 to the Blues. And he gets it back to 15 points. 40 plays, 25.
Well, it was a dangerous kick from Dan Houston with not really that much of a target in mind. I think he was trying to pick out Pendlebury to open up the far side of the ground, but fortune sometimes favours the brave because they were able to just scrap the ball, keep it on the outside, but because they'd used the open side of the ground, McCreary then ran through and then was able to slot it.
I don't want this to sound nasty, Kate, but this is as most out of kilter as I've ever seen Jamie Elliott play football at the moment. It looks like he's missed timing when he jumps at the ball. He's struggling to kick it. It's just very odd to see because he's usually so polished and clean.
And the Magpies are dominating territory. They've had 12 out of the last 13 inside 50s. For a return, they've only 1 goal 3.
Bo McCreary kicks his 4th goal of the season for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water Triple M Rocks footy. Spirited contest here at the MCG.
Try play on touch.
Ball still inside the centre circle. Jagger Smith's kick was smothered. Williams hunting after it. McCreary tackles. Umpire calls for it.
Mark, Darcy.
5.5 minutes before half time. Both teams who bring some pretty average form coming into tonight. Hollands at half back, works together with Cowan. He can handball wide to Newman and gave an extra run now to the skipper, Cripps.
Paddy Cripps worked himself in a bit of trouble, had to go back to Newman. Newman with the left. Turning over a bit at the moment, the Blues went straight to Darcy Cameron. Cameron at half back, chips the footy, looking for Nick Dacos. What are his numbers, Ash?
Disposal number 16.
You can't do it all, though.
Yeah, it looks Nick Dacos or bust at the moment, Brownie.
It's a good kick. And he finds Long. Long on centre wing. Dacos went back. Lipinski, right foot. Haynes has got this one covered. Was a great kick to memory. Isaac Smith on Triple M footy.
Just Dacos running for that handball receive there. He drew 3 Carlton defenders and they were all at sea, which meant that they had 3 spares somewhere else, but Collingwood at the moment just unable to use them.
It's that word connection again, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a problem for them. Carlton by 15 points. Triple M Beacon trade scoreboard. Better kick from Jagger Smith. Burns got it on the wing. Handball off to Newman. Took a few steps and then bangs it inside 50. Good contest, McGovern. Haywood's already kicked one. He got boots of ball. He's got a lateral option wide. Carroll stood under it and marked. And he should kick his second from 20 metres out directly in front.
Well, quarter 4 numbers, inside 50s, 14-7 in Collingwood's favour. 1 goal 3, plays potentially their 5th goal here, Carlton.
Coming into tonight, Matt Carroll had kicked 3 goals in his career.
10.
This for 2.5. And to put Carlton back out to a 21-point lead as we head to half-time. He's barely scored. He has tried to kick the case off that Sharon and missed badly to the left.
Play on.
How doing the kicking in tonight? He goes long, he's looking for McStay and Cameron. Ball fisted out of bounds. Near the benches with a boundary throw-in. What can you tell me, Ash?
Ollie Florent, he's having a pretty good game. Number 1 rated player, 14 disposals, 91% by foot, 362 metres gained.
How's Elijah Hollands going?
Still statless, Brownie.
He's waving his arms around.
He really flails when he runs.
Handball to Jack Crisp from the stoppage on the right foot. Looking for steam, but in the way is the human caravan and the mark taken by Wiedering. So Wiedering at half back.
Move it on. Play on.
Carlton have gone into this slow play very early in this game too.
That's what he does. Kicks long to a contest.
15, play on.
No real intended target. Newman had to be quick. Got hands away in time. Chera Scrubby ball back inside. It might be okay for McGovern, who made it work. Pitnet's handball was sharp to Cripps, but Cripps I should say, bounces off his chest. He's taken the ground. Lightning hands from Pendlebury. Releases Dacos, and then Howe can spread.
And spread he does to the other side and Membry. Membry wants to go. He's got Steen one-on-one in the goal square. Can they get it to him? Lipinski. He's going to go long. The kick looks for Schultz. Can't mark it. The littlest man there probably wasn't the target. And now the Blues rebound. Looking for Hayward. Hayward and Perryman. One on by Perryman. Almost could have paid the mark, but he got it to Houston. Houston, Lipinski. Out towards Perryman again. Perryman, right foot off the kick, and it goes out of bounds on the foot. Good pressure from the Blues. 2 minutes to go. 16-point lead to Carlton just before half-time.
They only average 69 points a game across the season, Collingwood. It's easy to see why, isn't it, Izzy?
Yeah, it is. I don't think they'll be too concerned if they go in with Carlton having this type of lead, though. I reckon they know that they can flick a bit of a switch in the last quarter, and Carlton are a slow finishing team. So if they can stay within touch.
They've got some overlap run here. Taylor Byrne had to work for it. Good chase there by Jack Criss. Made life difficult for the youngster. Turnover Carlton. And at half-back, it's Maynard for Collingwood. Split the difference with his kick. Not a great one. Fisted out of bounds by Hollands. Clock stops with 1:40 remaining. Carlton 6-5-41. Collingwood 3-7-25. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
So boundary throw in centre wing. 1:40 to go. The Blues lead by 16. Pitnet did the ruck work. Paddy Cripps, being quiet, was tackled to the ground. We'll have another ball up. What's impressed you most about Carlton tonight so far, Kate?
Their ability to move the ball from their D50, their forward 50, and score from it has been far improved from anything we've seen from Carlton. Not just this season, but in the last couple of seasons, really.
Crisp out of the stoppage. Ned Long, McCreary wants to step and did. Stepped beautifully. Put it in the path of Jamie Elliott. He's been off tonight, but here's the chance to go very on. Hits the post. Hasn't been his half so far, but he's been in a lot. Carlton 6-5-41. Collingwood 3-8-26.
Dan McStay right in front of that, and you can't blame him when you've got a player like Jamie Elliott who's just not feeling it, has the opportunity to kick a goal. I know everything in you wants to mark the ball. He's decided to let it go. It's hit the post by the narrowest of margins, but can sort of give him a little bit of an out for not trying to mark that footy.
He might get another look at it. McCreary loads up. High ball to the top of the goal square. It gets to the back. Zach Williams there waiting for it. Clock down to 47 seconds. Hayward drops the mark. Door opens for Collingwood. Picked up Perryman. Quick snap. Got it. Misses. Misses by the barest of margins. Gee, they've had their chances in this second quarter, Ash, for Red's Ed.
16 out of the last 19 inside 50s for 1 goal 5.
It's a problem, Ash. 27 seconds to half-time. Can the Blues go end-to-end? Kai can't mark it out of bounds. Down to 19 seconds. Boundary throw-in, just the attacking side of centre for Collingwood. McCreary kicked the last goal of the game, but before that, it was 5 in a row to the Blues. Kemp has a couple. Carroll missed one moments ago. Crisp couldn't pick it up cleanly. Jagger Smith, he couldn't take it either. Pendlebury socket off the ground. Down to 7 seconds. Be a free kick to the Blues, but time will beat them. They'll go into the half-time break with the lead again. They've done this a lot this year, and then the problems come. Is it going to be different tonight? 14-point lead to Carlton for McDonald's Room Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy.
That quarter for Beacon Trade. Backing tradies with all the lighting, fans, switches and electrical for the job. Beacon Trade. Let's make light work.
For Ream Hot Water,
Triple M rocks footy.
hot water needs replacing? Go for one that's steady, hot and strong. Ask your plumber to install a Ream. Just pulled into the driveway? Grab your TV remote and don't miss a second of the footy.
Around the corner, Cam gets it. Rayner couldn't get there. They've kicked the last 4 of the Blues.
Live and free on 7 and streaming on 7+. While Triple M rocks footy all weekend, Triple M's Rush Hour follows up on Monday with a good solid coaching spray.
Max Gorn, best ruckman in the comp.
Thanks, Jim and Bill and Brad.
How many clips does a coach have every year?
Well, we had an interim coach last year for the last 3 weeks in Troy Chaplin, and he gave 14 in 3 weeks.
Triple M's Rush Hour with JB and Billy, Monday from 4 on Melbourne's Triple M. Don't miss the Ford Ranger Bi-Turbo Run-Out.
Hola, Einstein here, tucking into tacos and the best business advice with my friend Deborah Meaden.
Because like a recipe, in business you've got to get the basics right.
Indeed, and a smart meter can help you track your energy use and costs over time. Oh, I miscalculated the hot sauce.
That's more control of your business budgeting, at least.
Join the 9 out of 10 small business owners happy with their smart meter. Search Get a Smart Meter. Eligibility may vary. Consumer action required. 93% of small businesses surveyed in 2024 were happy.
Collingwood! Magpie Army, it's Daisy Thomas here. Let's get behind the mighty Pies. Yeah, you better bloody believe it. You know you're the biggest. You know you're the envy of the rest of the competition. Let's show them how it's done, and let's build together the biggest army yet. Get on board as a 2026 member today and join the Magpie Army. Go Pies!
And now, making their debut for Macca's, dishing up the new Dunk Chicken range with Korean sticky barbecue sauce, the Harlem Globetrotters. Available after 10:30 a.m. for a limited time at participating restaurants.
Up to 25% off selected big brand laptops now at Harvey Norman. That's right, up to 25% off. Like the Acer Aspire Go with Intel Core 5 processor, now $628, save $270. Or save $400 on the Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3 Copilot Plus, now $998. Amazing deal on the HP OmniBook X Flip 14 Copilot Plus, now only $1,498. Best range, best brands, best prices. Don't miss up to 25% off selected laptops at Harvey Norman now. Conditions apply.
You hear that? That's the sound of something building. Not just anything. That's someone's future. Some people build the hard way. But with Cbus, you can do it the smart way. Cbus Super. Build your something. Read the PDS and TMD to decide if Cbus is right for you.
When your mining or industrial company buys Sinopec lubricants, you're not just buying oil. You're buying more uptime with same-day supply. You're buying superior protection with Sinopec's impressive specs and performance. You're buying some of the world's best industrial oils at Australia's best prices. And you're buying unrivaled product support with our Australian call team that's available to help you whenever you need them. Sinopec, the smart money in lubrication.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This halftime break for BHP, supporting women and girls on and off the field. BHP and the AFLW, building stronger communities together.
Two great rivals going at it here at the MCG in Carlton and Collingwood, and we have got a game on our hands to kick off the round. It is the Blues 6-5-41 leading Collingwood 3-9-27. Carlton dominated that second term, holding the Pies to just the one goal. To go through all the stats, firstly, this is the Triple M half-time report for BHP. Strong communities don't happen by chance. They're built by people and partnerships that last. BHP, building local communities together. Now, to go through all the stats, Tuban, what have you got for us?
Thanks, Nat. Collingwood dominating the inside 50s, 29-17, but this year they're 17th for goal scoring and scoring efficiency. And you look at the back half of that second quarter, they had 16 out of the last 19 entries and posted 1 goal 5. And you look at their front half turnovers for Collingwood, they've had 17 to Carlton's only 3, but Carlton have posted 2 goals from turnover from those 3 intercepts. Collingwood just the 3 goals 4 from their 17. Positives for the Blues, they reduced Collingwood's uncontested marks in that second quarter. Maggie's racked up 38 in Q1, opposed to only 17 in Q2, and they ramped up their pressure as well, the Blues, from 157 to 203. Individually, Nick Newman, he's had 16 disposals, leading ball winner for the Blues, but he's had 5 score involvements. Ollie Florent, 14 touches, going at 91% by foot and 362 metres gained. Smith started to get busy for the Blues in that second quarter. He's up to 12 disposals. Patrick Cripps just the 10. He's had 3 clearances along with 5 tackles. Walsh just the 10 as well. And Kemp, 9 disposals, 4 marks, and he's kicked 2 majors. For the Maggies, Nick Dacos, he's racked up 20 touches. Lipinski's had 16. Perryman 14, and Pendlebury, he's had 12 disposals, and Membry just the 4, and Elijah Hollins statless in the first half.
Yeah, if we still had the sub, I reckon that Elijah Hollins would probably be getting subbed out at halftime because he hasn't had the best match. But his Blues are up by 14 points. Kate McCarthy, Izzy Smith. What did you guys make of that first half?
Yeah, well, Collingwood were on top early in the game and they were winning the contest. They were winning contested ball all over the ground in that first quarter, which gave them the opportunity to go forward, take marks inside 50, and they were doing that very successfully. But as you said, man, Carlton ramped up their pressure, which took Collingwood's ability to take uncontested marks out of the game, and then they looked all at sea. And we know where Collingwood rank at the moment in the centre of the ground and at clearances, and it's not great. No. So when Carlton, and it was concerning, we mentioned it during the call, that if Carlton mids can start to get their hands on the ball, then Collingwood will be all at sea because they don't have much post that at the moment, and that's what it looked like. But they've had their opportunities forward as well. Jamie Elliott's missed a couple of opportunities. Who else has missed a couple of opportunities for the Pies? Steele's missed one. Schultz has missed a very easy one. Ned Long missed a very easy one as well. So they've certainly had their opportunities in front of goal. Carlton took the most of their opportunities in that first half, and they're on top. But I've been really impressed with Kemp's game. As you mentioned before, he's taken some big contested marks. Dacos, to me, has been Collingwood's best player, but Florent and Newman at the moment currently are the best 2 players on the ground.
Is the big question from a Carlton perspective so far this season is how do they come out after the break? How do they play in the second half? Because they've been okay to start a match and then really fizzled out towards the end. What do they need to do to make sure that they can stay on top this time?
Well, the beauty for Carlton is they started really slow tonight. So previously they've been fast starters. So it looked like they were just pacing themselves out of the blocks. So hopefully for a Carlton fan, that means that they're ready to go in the second half. But what's this say here?
It's second halves, is he, for the Blues?
Second halves of the Blues. Won 2 quarters out of 10 and been outscored by 170 points. But what was impressive last week was against Adelaide, they were able to, and it started to pour rain and it was a bit monsoonal type feel out there, but they ramped up their pressure. And I know it wasn't going to be high scoring, so it didn't really hurt the scoring differential. But what they did do was they ramped up their pressure. They were able to win contested ball, and they had a completely different intent than they've had all year in that third quarter. So if they bring that intent that they were able to bring last week, then they'll have the opportunity to then put a score on the board, and that's what they've been unable to do. So I reckon we'll be able to tell in the first 3 to 5 minutes of this third quarter if Carlton have come to play. But Collingwood would go in at half time and they'd be thinking, boys, we're only, a couple of goals behind. We're in with a real chance here. Don't let it slip. If we can be within a goal or 2 at 3-quarter time, we'll back ourselves in to win it. So we do have a game on our hands.
And on the flip side, Collingwood tend to finish games quite strongly as well. The issue for the Pies tonight, as it has been for much of the season, is the forward line. Are they going to be able to kick a high enough score to win the game?
Yeah, I'm not sure. They've certainly had the opportunities in front of goals. They've had enough scoring shots to match Carlton. But the concerning thing is, for me, Jamie Elliott is their most potent forward. And at the moment, he looks all at sea. And without trying to sound like I'm sinking the slipper in, I don't think I've ever seen Jamie Elliott mistime the ball the way he is at the moment, with either hand to foot trying to execute a kick on goal or launching for a mark. Usually when he launches for a mark, Jamie Elliott's one of the best exponents in football at an aerial contest, and at the moment he just looks all at sea. Even a couple of times he had a ground ball that he just ran over. He was unable to really judge what it was going to do there. So I'm not sure if he's playing a little bit injured or he's just low on confidence, but he doesn't look like he's playing anywhere near his best at the moment.
You just get the feeling the Pies fans would be watching Melbourne at the moment, watching Brody Myercheck.
I think he's missing him.
Yeah, just wondering exactly what this forward line could be doing with him in it. This is the Triple M halftime footy for BHP. Strong communities don't happen by chance. They're built by people and partnerships that last. BHP, building local communities together. What do you want to see, Izzy, in this second half?
Oh, I think the thing for Carlton is you want to see a better intent than what you've seen in the second half. And I don't think it's a fitness issue. It's a psychological thing. So are they able to shake off those demons and then execute what they've been able to execute in the first half? We'll have to wait and see. And for Collingwood, you'd love to see them win more ball in clearance, in contest, in centre bounce positions, because that's where they've been lacking this year. And if they can, they'll get the opportunity to win this game of football.
The Blues guys look like they're eating hamburgers down there at the moment. Look at
I don't know what they are.
What have they got in there?
They're running out of energy or something.
Well, they'll be good to go in the second.
It's funny in that, like, some players are big eaters during games and other players won't touch an ounce of food. So
could not think of anything worse.
was that Carroll?
Yeah,
I think it was
with the
Carroll.
sandwich bags.
It looked like his mum had packed him a lunch.
I couldn't think of anything worse. But you know what? If it works for them, good for them, and hopefully they do play well in this second half. We need to get to the Amy clanger when the lucky country isn't so lucky. It's lucky you're with Amy, and this happened in the first half.
Kate, watching both teams, they're both making the ground big. They're both contested inside teams, but it's like they've gone, actually, no, we're going to spread it tonight, and they're trying to have a spread off.
A spread off?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Anyway, he's missed it.
Mackay missed it. Didn't want to be a part of the spread off.
How do you get involved?
I'm not sure I do either.
Spread off.
I think you put your keys in the middle, don't you?
We weren't going to go there. Anyway, we did.
Generally how it starts.
What about the spread there, Kate?
I think it's 2-2 on the spread off.
Ash for Red's Head.
No comment.
There's always that one friend that just takes it that little bit too far, and today that was Kate McCarthy. Very good for the Amy Kalanga. We need to get to a break here on Triple M Footy. It is halftime at the MCG. It is the Blues at the moment by 14 points. Massive second half coming up. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy.
That halftime break for BHP, supporting women and girls on and off the field. BHP and the AFLW, building stronger communities together.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
Triple M rocks footy.
Jack, your hot water not great? For the very best in hot water, install a Ream. With over 80 years of manufacturing in Australia, Ream has been building Aussie tough water heaters for the Aussie conditions.
They have. Ream has a comprehensive selection, of storage, continuous flows, solar and heat pump high efficiency options, plus, of course, warranties of up to 12 years on the most advanced Ream water heaters. Ask for Australia's favourite brand that comes on steady, hot and strong. Ask your plumber to install a Ream.
Did you miss today's episode of Triple M's Rush Hour?
What's going on here?
You can still catch up right now.
We're the gift that keeps giving.
Just download the podcast on the Listener app to hear the well-travelled Billy Brownless.
Who's in charge of that?
Who's in charge of time zones?
Yeah, time zone.
That's a good question.
Actually, get him on.
Go get him on.
And some good news for 2027.
No, that won't be happening.
No.
That's not happening.
Triple M's Rush Hour, driving you home weekdays from 4.
Wherever there's adventure, you'll find the Isuzu D-Max. With greater fuel efficiency and up to 3.5 tonne towing capacity across the range. Meaning, wherever your adventures take you, the Isuzu D-Max has your back. The best part though, adventure is everywhere. Go find yours. Visit your Isuzu Ute dealer today.
The new Flex 24-volt range. Judge it for yourself.
Oh yeah, it's mint. These feel nice and light.
Seriously, you notice the turbo setting. The lighter the better.
Super easy to handle.
Really comfortable in hand.
Wow, that's a lot of power.
Feels like a beast.
The new Flex 24-volt range. More power without the weight. Plus, a lifetime warranty. Available at all leading power tool specialists. Search flex-tools.com.au. Flex. Demand more.
G'day, Brownie here. This Saturday's Super Saturday in Victoria with all 4 AFL games live and exclusive on Fox Footy, included with KO Sports. Super Saturday Live. Don't miss a thing with KO Sports.
They call this the lucky country. Trouble is, there's only so much luck to go around. See, for everyone finding a gold coin...
Oh, stoked! I found $2!
There's a newlywed whose gold ring is falling down the drain. Lucky Amy has optional cover for portable valuables.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Before buying contents insurance issued by AAMI, read the PDS and TMD at aami.com.au and consider whether it's right for you.
Up to 25% off selected big brand laptops now at Harvey Norman. That's right, up to 25% off. Like the Acer Aspire Go with Intel Core 5 processor, now $628, save $270. Or save $400 on the Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3 Copilot Plus, now $998. Amazing deal on the HP OmniBook X Flip 14 Copilot Plus, now only $1,498. Best range, best brands, best prices. Don't miss up to 25% off selected laptops at Harvey Norman now. Conditions apply.
Australian Natural Gas can provide essential backup electricity to the grid when demand is high and conditions aren't ideal for renewables, helping to ensure hospitals and other essential services have access to reliable power, no matter what time of day. That's why Australia runs on natural gas. Visit australiarunsongas.com.au to find out more. Authorised by S. McCulloch, Australian Energy Producers Limited, Canberra.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for Totally Workwear. Game day or work day, good gear, we get it. Totally Workwear.
Well, it's Carlton with a 14-point lead at halftime here at the Triple MCG, but we've seen this movie before. We've had the Blues in winning positions at the main break. The third quarter is when it really starts to unravel, but so far, they've played very, very nice footy, and they should be pleased with what they've done so far. 6-5-41 to 3-9-27. Third quarter not too far away for Totally Workwear. 4 quarters on the field or a 10-hour shift on site. Either way, you need gear that shows up and holds up. Totally Workwear has the boots, high-vis and safety gear to keep you moving all day, because when it comes to putting in the hard yards, good gear matters. Good gear, we get it at Totally Workwear. Kate McCarthy, what would be concerning Craig McRae the most at halftime? Or are there a bunch of different things that are concerning you?
No, I think probably obviously their inability to score, but you feel like as a coach, Craig McRae and most coaches in this position would be really highlighting the fact that they've had so many opportunities and they're just sort of that one good kick or that one goal away from really starting to fire up in this game. And if you are Collingwood, you know that you're coming out to play a team that historically has been very poor in third terms and second halves as a whole. So that's the narrative you're feeding your team, that we're so close to executing this and putting the scoreboard pressure on them. So maintain the rage, use the method we have been so far in the first half. And then if you're Michael Voss, I dare say you're highlighting the fact that second halves have been the point that you need to prove to the rest of the competition that you're out there to play 4 quarters and that this is the opportunity to do so.
So how do you do that? Take us in the mind of the coach here. Do you bring it up? Is it positive reinforcement? How do you make them aware of it but not conscious of it, if that makes sense?
I would say it's been a theme throughout probably the last 3 or 4 weeks for sure. You felt like when they came out at halftime last week, as Izzy said through the call, they were improved and went to another level with their pressure. So I would feed all the narratives you want to the media. There's no way they haven't talked about their second half performances in multiple reviews, or at least at halftime in games previous. But you want them to lead with their actions, the players. So put on the pressure, win the footy. If you can't win it, how can you impact? How can you make their life hard for the opposition? And that's the way that they need to go about their third term.
Ash, just try and paint the picture for how bad their second half numbers are, please.
Jack, so they've won 2 out of 10 quarters in second halves, but they've been outscored by 170 points. So 72 in third quarters and 98 in final quarters.
Well, there's no hiding those numbers, unfortunately. Choice Hotels tomorrow night after the Friday huddle. We are down the road to Geelong, GMHBA Stadium, for the Cats and the Western Bulldogs. That game should be an absolute clinker for Mark Blitzar's 300.
Yeah, it absolutely will be. A man that's so versatile, gets to play his 300 game for the football club. And just updating those that may have missed it, still no Tim English for the Bulldogs. So that is a little bit of a concern, considering the dominance that the Hawthorn Rucks had over the Bulldogs last game.
So both teams break away from their huddles. Collingwood with 2 wins from their 5 games. Carlton with just 1. And neither team playing great footy right now. There's a big win tonight for someone. It's just a question of who's good enough to go and get it in this second half.
So the second half begins. 14-point lead of the Blues. Umpire throws it up. Pitnet takes it out of the ruck and fit it off to Cripps. It's a high ball. Mackay sets himself. Morgan at the back. Evans was there. Through the hands of Ainsworth. Got the handball out. McGovern left foot. Early goal of the Blues. The perfect start. And they lead by 20.
Well, a huge clearance out of the middle. Got it inside there, forward 50, and then able to make the most of it. That's a way to make an impact in the first moments of the third term.
How many years, Brownie, do you think coming to the football? I was just looking at a bloke in the crowd. He was absolutely shattered. He looked about 60 years of age.
Yeah.
Toys were out of the cot. At what age do you just sort of rein it in?
I think there's some people who can't rein it in. They're normally the adults who wear footy jumpers.
Oh, yes.
The worry is that sometimes they breathe, and that's not normally good. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. Dream start of the third quarter for Carlton. And it gets better for them as they win the clearance. Cripps handballs down to Walsh and then bangs one away to centre half forward. McGovern trying to claim a mark. Umpire said it was touched. As you heard, umpire's always mic'd up exclusively on Triple M footy. It'll be a ball up 50 out from goal.
Quick ball up two. Walsh was good. Chera steps. Right foot. Would have been brilliant, but he missed. Sold some candy. 21-point lead to the Blues, 48-27. Totally Workwear scoreboard. Game day or work day. Good gear. We get it. Totally Workwear.
Slow out of the gates to start this third quarter, Collingwood. Wiedering. Back by hand on the wing. He's going to get it back again. He's hard against the boundary line. Clever little kick forward. He's put it into the path of Carroll, and then he spears a ball. Intended for Mackay. Marked instead by Ainsworth. He shares it to Kemp. Collingwood have barely touched the footy to start this third term.
Holes in their defence at the moment.
That was really good, though, by Ainsworth. A lot of players will take the mark at that position of the ground and turn their back on the play. He kept his eyes forward and saw, first of all, no Collingwood player had taken the mark. And second of all, Kemp was on a really good, hard lead. So he's ready to go, pulled the trigger and kicked it to a better spot.
This time last year, Brodie Kemp's season was over with an Achilles injury after a fast start. He's built back to form. He's built back his confidence for his third of the night.
All clear, Matt.
He misses.
Length back.
The lead is 22 points.
Dan, out this way, Dan.
Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard.
What are the inside 50 numbers tonight, Ash?
Inside 50 is Collingwood +9, 29-20.
Pendlebury receives the kick in, chips it instinctively to Maynard, who's at half back. Chips the footy, not a good one. Carroll intercepts. You can't keep it in, though. Did a good job, got it out of bounds. And the Blues will be able to set up at a stoppage.
Darcy.
Elijah Holland starting on the bench, yet to touch it, Ash.
Spot on, Brownie, for Red Z.
So boundary throw in. Darcy Cameron won it. Cripps almost sharked it beautifully. It landed in the hands of Walsh, who then gave it to Cripps. Turned one around the corner. Mackay on the chest. Couldn't mark it through Pendlebury's legs. Kemp went through. Trying to get the handball out. Ollie Florent did amazingly well, but gave it up to Ed Allen. Pendlebury found some space. Lipinski.
Handballs to Allen. Back inboard. McCreary had a fumble. It spent it. Pitnet did well. Picked it up and freed the arms. Handball Chera. Ainsworth receives it. Another beautiful kick. Kemp hits up just outside range. Got back over his mark. They're playing good footy at the moment, Carlton. Evans has got it. 45 out, a little worse than a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, Carlton are playing good footy. 4-zip clearance-wise. Give us Cripps and Walsh's numbers, Stu, man.
In this quarter.
In this quarter.
Yeah, Cripps 3 clearances. Sorry, 3 disposals, 1 centre clearance, 2 inside 50s. And he's Chera. He's had 3. Walsh, sorry. Sam Walsh has had a couple of touches as well.
Well, those two have been the fire starters in the middle of the ground, and we're only 3 minutes into the third quarter.
Kicked his first goal of the season last week. Francis Evans. And he starts that out wide, and it's not going to score. It's marked on the line by Cameron.
Yeah, well, all their dominance and not being able to hit the scoreboard, that's 3 very gettable goals that they've missed. That's just keeping the door ajar at the moment for the Pies.
And you know, at some stage they're going to come. The Pies. Good mark taken by Cowan. He'll send it back inside forward 50. Collingwood have got the numbers. Going to be a free kick, though, to Harry Mackay for holding. Didn't need to happen. They had the numbers.
Patrick Cripps out! No, Patrick out! Don't look there, Darcy. Just stand the mark here. Scott!
So went with a drop punt earlier from a similar position.
Scott, back
and
with
missed.
me. This way, 1 metre. Come back with me, Dan. Sorry.
What's time percentage in the forward half this quarter, Ash?
In this quarter, Brownie, 94% to the Blues, 6-zip at the inside 50s.
Need to make them pay. It's Harry Mackay's turn. And he doesn't. Harry. And they just allow Collingwood breathing space. 23-point lead, 3 really gettable. Misses at goal, 50 plays 27.
Elijah Holland's trying to get on the ground, Brownie.
Yeah. Play on.
Wants that first touch.
Play on.
Looks excited. 1 goal 4 for the night. Harry Mackay.
That kills you, doesn't it? 1 goal 4.
It bounces off the foot of Darcy Cameron, so it'll be Carlton free kick. Just outside 50. They are peppering away to start this third quarter. They'd love to get some more bang for buck. Cripps to a discipline area. Cameron too tall and strong again. Fabulous pack mark for Collingwood. But they can't get past halfway.
No, that was a brilliant mark, Jack. He called it well. He was between Pitney and Mackay. He couldn't move. Stuck the mitts up. Takes a great plug.
Angus Anderson at half-back. Skies the ball looking for McStay. McStay got the A1 position. Can't complete the mark. Went back, tried to pick it up at ground level. And bopped out to Jack Crisp. Shearer got him. Good enough to get his kick in, though. Under pressure now, the Blues. Ainsworth covering some ground. He's in the defensive end of Dean. And Dean finds Wiedering.
He goes quickly, Wiedering. Good kick. Walsh is a little indecisive. A fabulous step. Broken ankle on the way past. He's about to be run down. Just got his kick. Howe intercepts at half-back. Nick Dacos with ball in hand. An aggressive kick into the corridor. A little too fierce for Maynard. Got back up and scrapped for it. He just knocked it on because it meant something to Braden Maynard. Pendlebury's handball was a rare mistake. Ball available on the wing. Carroll flips it up by hand. Ainsworth's got a runner up ahead. He misses Kemp. And it's Howe who can clean it up for the Pies.
Mistakes everywhere at the moment. That's a beautiful kick though to Anderson. He's at half-back, called to play on by the umpire. He goes wide. He's got a player on. And it's Josh Dacos. Instinctively gave the handball to Perryman. Perryman on the lead. Offered up by McStay. Marked at 60 metres from home. He'll get up. He'll wheel onto his left. He will see Pendlebury. And he shagged it straight back to Carlton. Carlton touched off the boot. This is absolute rubbish football at the moment. Who's going to clean it up? The Blues got it through Newman. Newman on the right foot. Bouncing ball wide. Can McGovern get there? Howe was there too. Howe took it back. And now it's a turnover again.
Someone give the ball to Nick Dacos, please. Just for something good to happen.
I think you said rubbish football. That's a compliment for what we're watching at the moment.
Here it goes again.
Lipinski with a shank at half-back. Josh Dacos, this is better.
Yeah.
We hit a target. Crisp on the bounce for Membry. Barely sighted tonight. Handballed it forward. Here's Jamie Elliott's moment. Turns the corner. Fires. Goals. Desperately needed one for Collingwood. And a desperately needed one for Jamie Elliott. 4-9-33 Collingwood, 7-8-50 Carlton, Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard.
Yeah, we were talking about Jamie Elliott's first half there at half-time, how he was unable to time any mark he was going for, any kick he was trying to execute, but that was just a beautiful finish. That was classic Jamie Elliott on the right, running towards the boundary, slots it through, but Brownie, that last 3 minutes of football was dead set trash.
Well, it was pretty tough to watch. Bob Jane team after head down to the boundary.
Elijah Hollands has just come onto the ground. Looks like he's running down to the Carlton forward line. So hopefully he can get his first touch for the game.
Geez, they had all the play, the Blues. How many inside 50s did they have, Ash?
Yeah, they've had 8 entries. To the Magpies, just 3 in this quarter.
So we're back in the middle. Steen with the big jump. Dacos back to Steen. And now Long to half forward. Mark dropped. Carlton players on the deck. Collingwood players stand up. Steele got it to Elliott. Elliott tips the ball inside forward 50. And the mark taken by Hayes. He's about 45 out on the boundary. So it'll take a hell of a kick. You'd call this the Dom Sheed pocket.
Go closer, guys.
Watch Elliot.
Probably not if you're a Collingwood fan.
Easy, guys. Don't give it away.
Probably not. It's a good description.
Hey.
So Will Hayes. Game number 4. From 45. Centres the football. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Steen over the top. Harry Dean at ground level. Elliott tried to get it out. We'll have a ball up in the 10-metre square. Collingwood in attack.
I like the way that Steen runs and jumps at the footy. Nearly clunked that one as well. He's going to offer plenty when he sits down there, one out.
It's Darcy Cameron doing the ruck work. Elliott tried a little kung fu kick out of the air. Didn't make contact. Walsh from defence. Nice use of the body by Byrne. Outmarks Houston.
Shanghai surprise.
Was there any of that last week, Ash, in gather around the Shanghai surprise?
No, it was pretty tame actually for Red Z, Jack.
Yep, tame enough to order room service at 4 a.m. So Ainsworth,
just a quiet one.
Yep.
Stand.
Kemp.
Been good, Ainsworth.
What are his numbers, Ash? Ben Ainsworth?
Yeah, 13 disposals. Just kicked 1 goal, 1.
He has been impressive, Brownie.
And Carroll allowed to run around. Left foot kick goes off the side of the boot. Add that to the list of Shanks for the quarter.
He's been a link player tonight, Ainsworth. He's almost playing that hybrid Dylan Moore, Brian Myers role, getting up high, getting a lot of touches and using the ball well. He's Perryman at half-back.
Stand. Play on.
Halfway through this third term, the Blues
Play on.
been dominating. They lead by 17 points, but it should be more. Josh Dacos at half-back. He feeds it to Isaac. Quainer has a bounce. Quainer kicks long to Schultz. Schultz and Dean. Schultz slips in. Now he looks up. There's one-on-ones everywhere. Wants to get around Dean. Did get around Dean. And then lunging Dean did beautifully. Affected the kick. And that's defensive 101.
Oh, geez, been impressive, Dean. Even a couple of times he's been marked on, but his closing speed, ability to take the person to ground. You've got to go back behind the mark there. Lunging, as you said, Brownie, able to get a finger in just to affect the kick there. He's been brilliant. And, Jack, you mentioned he's going to be a 10, 12-year centre-half back. I reckon give him 15 to 18.
For a player in his 4th game, he is nothing but impressive back there. He just shows maturity well beyond that 4-game resume that he's got currently.
17 points is Carlton's lead. Triple M totally workhorse scoreboard. He's just old school, isn't he? Just does the basics and does them really, really well.
Oh.
Hollins was taken out. Well, I think he was. He fell over. Something happened. Mackay marked all the same. Into the pocket. He looks with his kick. Kemp fumbles. It's through his hands and out of bounds.
What did you see, Brownie?
Been a strange night for Elijah. But it might be his moment.
Lewis,
hasn't been good tonight, but
Darcy.
He's a class act. So boundary throw in, Blues in attack. Darcy Cameron to do the ruck work. Shearer, quick handball out. Young, it fell to Dacos. Nick Dacos sweeps the handball to Pendlebury. Pendlebury. A little bit of thick time. Handball back to Houston. Houston with the right foot, darting ball, looking for Schultz. Schultz still at half-back, chips the ball back to Houston. Houston looks up, not sure where to go. He's got Schultz on, or he's got Long. He takes Long, and Long goes sideways back to Schultz. It's a very much chip and handball mark game for Collingwood at the moment.
On forward to the mark.
Here's another short one.
Stand.
This time to Jack Crisp. Plays his 262nd game for Collingwood tonight. That's in the number 8 on the all-time list. And go all the way back to Frampton at centre half-back and can horseshoe around. Josh Dacos. Gives off by hand to Jeremy Howe. Nice pass to half-forward for Hayes, who's been told to play on. Carlton haven't heard the call, so Hayes got back over his mark. Kicks to a 1-on-4. Wiedering kills it. Florence been good. Didn't make contact by Boot. Dean flipped up a handball. Elijah Hollins, not really sure what he was doing. Out of bounds.
Did he get one?
We're talking about a pressure act.
Lewis.
No, touch.
Well, he said. Oh, sorry, I was saying no stats, but he's had 2 pressure acts for the game for Red Z.
Got a stat then?
You get 2 pressure action running through the banner, don't you?
Every throw in. The release handball was brilliant. Walsh was on the end of it. That's not great, though. Turned it over. Opportunity for the Pies. Josh Dacos, he turns it over. That'll be 50 metres. No. Umpire says, give you the benefit of the doubt. Lockie Schultz, Zach Williams at centre-half back.
You?
Still 17 points. Carlton's lead.
Play on.
Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard.
Oh, here we go.
Unbelievable. Stand on the line.
What happened?
Elijah, on the line.
Williams has handballed it to him, and I'm not sure it was completely out of his realm.
No, it went nowhere near him, but when you haven't had a touch all game and you get a handball like that right out in front.
I'm launching at it to make sure I get that in the midst.
He's having an absolute mare, Elijah Hollands.
Outside 5. Play on.
Oh, what a talking, though.
Nick Dacos has had plenty of it.
Stand.
Goes to his brother.
What a directing by Elijah. There's a lot of time there's nobody there.
Watch the ball.
Play on.
Ned Long, right half forward. High kick to a pack. Darcy Cameron's kick was smothered. Membry got on the end of it in the goal square and kicks one. Collingwood have got 2 in a row. It's not pretty, but it's back to 11 points. And it's all happening on the Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard.
Well, in the first half, it was all about Collingwood not making the most of their chances. But the story of this third term, especially early on, has to be that Carlton have just completely let the Pies off the hook. 10 inside 50s, 1 goal, 3, but you could argue 8 of those came in the first part of that third term. They had the opportunity to really kick away to an almost match-winning lead at one stage, but they missed opportunity after opportunity, and at some point in the game you get the time in forward half back if you're a team like Collingwood, and that's what they've been able to do. And now they've really evened up the scoreboard, two men.
And look at this, Kate. Their pressure in this quarter, 143. They've laid 3 tackles for the term. We've played 7-8 minutes.
Good mind.
So Carlton have dominated, but
Play on.
Collingwood have bounced back with the last 2. It's 11 points. 50 plays, 39. We're in the middle of Ned Long. Got a quick kick out to the 50. Going back. And a free kick will go to Haynes. No. Got to go to Darcy Cameron.
Stand.
He's got quite a big leg on him. He'll have to go from 55.
Stand.
Thought he saw something, and now he does. Chips the football to Rowan Steele.
Play on.
Dacos from 50, smothered off the boot. That was Josh. Opportunity for Smith. Smith did okay. Dean stepped through. Good handball to Smith. Smith looking for McGovern. Over the top was Howe. Brilliantly, it was Kemp out there. And Howe into the middle of the ground. McCreary.
Stand.
It's too far out to score by McCreary. He's done some nice things. Risky kick to half forward. Nice work from Taylor Byrne, but Perryman's just that little bit stronger. Off by hand to Ed Allen. He's tackled immediately. Lipinski on hands and knees. Slapped forward by Anderson. Cripps dives down. Umpire lets it go for a while. It hasn't got out yet. Someone's going to be pinned.
2 Carlton players dive on it.
There's the explanation. 2 Carlton players dive on the footy. Angus Anderson in game number 2.
Move it on. Play on.
Stands at right half forward.
Okay, good. No.
Up and under ball. Good luck marking that. It's all Carlton.
Stand.
And it's taken care of nicely by Brodie Kemp.
Oh, if they can get it, Elijah Hollands is out here. Oh, no. Kemp's gone the other way.
He's looked at him and then turned his back on him.
So the ball's out of bounds. Steele tried to get it. Come off the hands onto the foot. And a free kick goes to the Blues. Make a good position, Elijah Hollands.
He was all out there. Completely ignored.
Darcy Cameron, name written on this one. Couldn't mark it. Kemp. Sat over the football, picked it up, and the umpire's going to ball it up. On the outer side, Collingwood starting to make their move. This is where the Blues have fallen down all season. Is it going to happen again? Josh Dacos. Handball to Long. Long looking for Steele. Steele quick handball. Intercepted by Smith. Back to Newman. Newman looking for Cripps. Cripps couldn't mark it. Ball hits the ground level and Josh Dacos cleans it up.
Another ambitious kick. Not clear of Lipinski. Florent with ball in hand at centre half back. Thought about a long option. Now that's where they head the kicks into space for Taylor Byrne. Fabulous kick by Hayward coming off half back to his advantage. Little man marks just inside 50.
Thank you.
It was a beautifully weighted kick, wasn't it? Straight to his advantage. That's the exact kick you want when you're running to space inside 50. And said it earlier in the game that Hayward hadn't had the start to the season he would have wanted. Well, he's playing absolutely brilliantly tonight.
Made his debut in round 3 against Melbourne. Kicked a goal in that game on a Sunday afternoon at an important time. This is another important time for Carlton. Starts that out left. And it'll just squeak through behind. It's a 2-goal game. Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard 4 minutes before three-quarter time.
Yeah. Can't blame Michael Voss for the 4 horrendous misses they've had in this quarter.
No. They needed that, Carlton, just a little settler.
Move it on. Play on.
They should be well in front in this game of football, but they've just let Collingwood back in it.
Maynard's got Steele on the outer side. It's opened up for Collingwood. To Schultz. Schultz to half forward. The hard-running Nick Dacos picks it up just inside the boundary line. Wants to get onto his left. He gives it back to Josh Dacos. He turns around in the corner. Anderson. Great tackle by Cowan. Carlton win the ball at half back. This could be big if they can go all the length. McGovern, step nicely. Middle of the ground, bouncing ball. 50-50. Can't pick it up. We'll get a free kick. Burn. Advantage paid. Out in front of Mackay. Does it sit for him? What does he do? Fed the handball off to Evans. Evans, top of the square. McGovern runs in. Has to kick it. And does. 2 to McGovern. And the Blues get some breathing space again by 18 points. That was huge by Cowan at half-back.
Yeah, it was Brownie, and I'm loving Frankie Evans' game. He's not a high disposal winner. He had a terrible game last week, and he was in nearly every Carlton stuff-up. So he would have had a big week on the training track. He would have looked at the vision, but he's been clean 3 or 4 times in front of goal tonight, and there set up a clear goal. So well done, young man. I think that, did you say that's 2 for McGovern? He's bringing himself into the game. Carlton are starting to get rolling now.
Spot on. And 74% of their scores have come from turnover. Recapping this year, we're only trending at 39% for the Blues.
Nat for Bob Jane T-Marts.
Crowd's really starting to get involved with this match. This might be the most vocal we've heard Blues fans all season. They haven't had a lot to cheer about, but they like what they saw there.
Just the 1 win for the season. They're in a good spot at the moment for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M Rocks footy. It was an agricultural kick forward from Anderson. Carlton pick it off from defence, but Quaynor picks off that exit kick. Has it on the members' wing. Inside ball for Steen, and then a handball to Maynard. He's got Perryman. Next link in the chain. Puts it in the path of McStade. He marks 50 out. Tough shot from the right forward pocket.
That was a little bit too easy, though. Just all of the Carlton defenders sagging back. They had +3 inside their defensive 50, but if you've got that many, players need to pick someone up. That was uncontested chains. When you kick an important goal, you cannot allow the other team to have an easy shot.
He can run around and open things up a little bit. He's hit it pretty well. Straight through the middle. McStay's got his second. Collingwood with a quick response. And it's back to 12 points the difference. Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard.
We talk about that, Kate. They had 3 defenders spare Carlton in their D50. That's when you got to play front shoulder, and then he can get a little bit of leverage off them. And if the kick's going to come inside 50, which Collingwood are quite poor at this year, it's going to come in long and deep. They're not going to get a contested mark. The ball will come to ground. You should have a spare at ground level, and then you get to work. But Carlton, as you said, they allowed too many uncontested marks there without forcing Collingwood to go long. Really bad team defence.
Especially on the back of fighting so hard to get your shot at goal, to actually make it count, to feel like you're well and truly back in it, but then just to allow the opposition to score such an easy goal in reply.
Steen, a big jump, but he missed the ball completely. Pitnet took it out of the ruck. Here's Carroll. Chips it back inside forward 50, looking for Mackay, can't mark it. Front of the pack was Evans, being good. Tapped away from him, he laid a tackle on the ball. About 30 out from goal. That is holding the ball, the umpire said. You dived on it. Free kick go to Frankie.
Both teams clear out 10 metres.
Already had a shot this quarter, Evans, and missed it. This is directly in front. This is a must-kick goal for Carlton.
Carlton, 10
Harvey
metres.
Norman replay. You see Perryman drag it back in. Evans did his best to drag it in for him as well.
10 seconds. Nick.
For an 18-point lead to the Blues, City end. Evans.
Taking back Ben.
Missed one earlier in the quarter. Can he make up for it? That looks better. Maximum for the Blues. That's an 18-point margin, totally workwear scoreboard. 4 quarters on the field, or a 10-hour shift on site. Either way, your gear needs to show up and hold up. Totally workwear has the boots, the high vis, the safety gear to keep you moving. Because when it comes to putting in the hard yards, good gear matters. We get it totally workwear.
Just looking at the Carlton runner going out, had a chat to the defenders. Now he's going over to the mids. The message for me needs to be, right, we need to lock down here. We need to make sure that they don't get any easy possessions. Do not let them kick a goal in reply again, because it was far too easy last time they scored. So they need to really tighten up this defence going into the break. 1 minute to go. You cannot concede here.
It's been good for a goal a game this year, Francis Evans. 18 points is Carlton's lead. They've been the better team for most of the night. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. Bang! Big bump by Anderson. Put down Jagger Smith. All fair and legal. Quaynor diving down on the wing. Dragged that ball back in. Evans was on the scene. Fast hands by Smith. Releases pinned and then gave a handball to Sam Walsh. 2-on-2s inside 50. It was touched on its way through. Kemp couldn't knock it to the advantage of Mackay, and it's repelled by Maynard. Dacos took Jagger Smith to school, and now he's just playing with it.
He gives it back to Ed Allen, who tumbles one to half forward looking for Elliott. Elliott can't mark it. He look at Haynes. Kept going, Elliott. Soccer off the ground in front of Anderson. Blues get back in numbers. That was brilliant by Cripps. To Dean, who just turned it around. 10 seconds to go before three-quarter time. They pump it back in. Memory looks the most likely. Can't mark it. Anderson standing up was Hayward. Sock it off the ground. Down to the last second. It's going to be a free kick to Carlton. But there's the siren. 3 goals apiece. Entertaining third term. But the problems have all come in the last quarter for Carlton. They lead by 18. 63 plays 45. McDonald's Ream Hot Water. Triple M. Rocks footy.
That quarter for Totally Workwear. Game day or work day, good gear, we get it. Totally Workwear.
From McDonald's.
Triple M Rocks footy.
When the footy's on and you can't miss a moment, get Macca's delivered for a 99-cent delivery fee. Only on the My Macca's app. Just pulled into the driveway? Grab your TV remote and don't miss a second of the footy.
Evans left boot, onto the chest, into the goal, McGovern. That's the one they wanted. Third deck.
Live and free on 7 and streaming on 7 Plus.
In the morning.
Mick in the Morning and Mercedes-Benz Waverley are giving you the chance to win a brand new Mercedes-Benz GLA 200 SUV with
Mick in the morning.
Just leave the show a message at mickinthemorning.com and you could go in the draw to win the Merc.
Here's one for your taste buds. Just add some coleslaw in an omelette. Yum.
mickinthemorning.com.
For Mercedes-Benz Waverley, in a class of its own, visit the award-winning team at 769 Springvale Road, an easy 8 minutes from Chadstone.
At Ben & Jerry's, we had a thought. Our cookie dough ice cream is already loaded with chunks.
It's a classic for a reason.
But could we make it even more cookier?
Go on.
The best way to top it was to bottom it.
Let's just clarify that's with cookies.
Introducing the new Ben & Jerry's cookie dough ice cream sandwich. Our legendary ice cream packed with cookie dough chunks between soft vanilla and cocoa marbled cookies. No spoon needed.
More ways to enjoy cookie dough. Count me in.
The new Ben & Jerry's cookie dough ice cream sandwich.
Don't get FOMO this winter. Wait, do the kids still say FOMO? What about 6-7? Is that still a thing? I kicked 6 goals 7 once. Get KO Sports with every game of every round of the 2026 AFL season live and on demand in 4K with no ad breaks during play.
That is incredible.
With all that footy plus the NRL, F1, Supercars, netball and all the other sport you love. You won't miss a thing on KO Sports.
You can enjoy an award-winning personal loan with zero establishment fee when you apply for a Latitude personal loan by the 19th of May 2026. Latitude loans can be used for all kinds of things, like a new car, your dream holiday, a much-needed renovation, or simplifying debt. With weekly, fortnightly, or monthly repayment options available. Apply online in under 7 minutes, and if approved, we'll waive the loan establishment fee. That's a saving of $395. Establishment fee waived until the 19th of May 2026. T's and C's apply.
Australian natural gas is used for more than cooking and heating. It can provide essential backup electricity to the grid when demand is high and conditions aren't ideal for renewables. And natural gas is the main source of energy for Australian manufacturing. It's reliable, flexible energy that Australians depend on. That's why Australia runs on natural gas. Visit australiarunsongas.com.au to find out more. Authorised by S. McCulloch, Australian Energy Producers Limited, Canberra.
Easter sale on this week at Doors Plus. And now you can save 15% off framework. Door jambs, architraves for your new doors, all 15% off. Easter sale on this week. Doors Plus, no fuss.
The smartest plumbers stay ahead of the flow and the future. Staying on top of compliance and sharpening your skills gives you the edge. That's where PICAC comes in. PICAC is the leading provider of heat pump training with upskilling programs for plumbers and fourth-year apprentices. Book your free half-day course on quality compliant installation of hot water system heat pumps today. Head to heatpumptraining.com.au. PICAC, your centre of excellence in plumbing industry training.
The Specsavers Big Name Designer Sale ends soon. Get big name designer glasses for one tiny price. Save big on Mimco, just $149. Tommy Hilfiger, Hugo, Ted Baker, also $149. DKNY, Adidas and Country Road, $149. Get any one pair of big name designer glasses for just $149. Hurry! The Specsavers Big Name Designer Sale ends Saturday, 25th of April. Includes single vision lenses. Conditions apply.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for Bunnings Trade, helping tradies and builders get the job done in-store, on the road and on the phone.
3 goals apiece in the third quarter, and it's Carlton with an 18-point lead at three-quarter time against their arch-rival Collingwood. 9-9-63 to Collingwood, 6-9-45. But we know the story. We know the dramas that the Blues have had with fourth quarters. It's their chance to control the narrative tonight. Nat Yanidis for Bob Jane T-Marts.
Jack, Michael Voss has been coaching from the bench as he tends to do throughout the whole season, and his emotions have been really intact, and this three-quarter time address is no different. You just wonder what is going through his head, though. He's a man under immense pressure, and they can almost smell victory, the Blues. They just got to get it done in this last term.
Bob Jane T-Marts get a massive 20% off selected Pirelli. Buy 3, get 1 free and instant cash back on the top tyre brands. bobjane.com.au. Ash Tour for Red's Ed.
Blues plus 20 in contested ball, and they've posted 2-3-15 from stoppage. Magpies just 4 behinds on the back of 1 point last week. But those fourth quarter, Jack, they're 1 from 5, the Blues, being outscored by 98 points in total.
So, Isaac Smith and Kate McCarthy. We spoke about this in the third quarter. Let's be honest, we've been talking about it all season long with Carlton. They have had winnable ones before, and they've fallen at the final hurdle. What has to be different tonight?
Well, for them, they have to play to their strength, and they have to win the ball out of the centre. So we see when Carlton can win the ball out of the centre, they get clear looks at goal, and they had multiple opportunities in that quarter, Truman. I'm not sure what they didn't convert, but I know Mackay certainly had 2 of them.
3-4 in that quarter.
3-4.
Yep.
Yeah, so and they were gettable opportunities as well. So, Kat, if they can win the ball from the centre bounce, then they'll go a long way to winning this game. If not, I feel like Collingwood could run over the top of them.
Yeah, you feel like Q3, bar a couple of minutes, would have been exactly how Michael Voss would have drawn it up, except for the fact that they couldn't hit the scoreboard. They kicked way too many behinds. So all they need to do is exactly what they did in the third term and just finish off in front of goal.
The story is theirs to finish. They lead by 18 points. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy.
It has been an issue all year. 30 minutes to go. Collingwood out of the middle. Dacos feeds the ball. Opportunity. High ball by Cameron. Bouncing ball. Dacos follows up. Off the ground. Goal. When you needed someone to start it, he's your man. He's the star, game 100. And the Pies make the Blues breathe a little heavier.
Well, Kate, he had the centre clearance there. I reckon he's ended up with 4 disposals. True man, can you check that? 4 disposals in that chain of play and kicked the goal.
They've given him 3.
3. Yep. Maybe the one off the ground they didn't pay him.
The centre clearance, of course.
Unbelievable.
Well, if there was a man to get things started, it was going to be Nick Dacos in game 100, but you're right, Izzy, he just did everything humanly possible to try and make something happen in this 4th term, and off the ground, then gets the handball back, another handball forward, and then keeps following up. Brilliant.
It might be the only thing that can stop Carlton is Nick Dacos. For McDonald's and Ream Hotwater, Triple M Rocks footy.
Big contest.
Steven Laser, strong tackle on Chera. Thrown up next to the Amy centre circle. Carlton's lead already down to 12 points.
Hold the ball, second tackle.
Sam Walsh took on the tackle, that's holding it.
Stand.
According to the umpire.
He was also the one that didn't go with Dacos at that first stoppage.
Play on.
Angus Anderson instructed to play on. Hoists a high ball deep in Collingwood's forward 50. Haynes drops the mark. Cowan, he took on a tackle. No free kick that time.
I don't know if it's just me, but every time I hear Angus Anderson, I think of angry.
Yeah.
Bound for glory.
Hollands, Dacos again. Tackle, couldn't get it out. Chris was there. Standing start was Steele to the top of the square. Steen couldn't mark it, had a good crack at it. Carlton under enormous pressure at the moment, but they bring the pressure themselves. Wiedering high up and under. Can't mark it. Still Collingwood. Josh Dacos this time. Top of the square. Free kick picked out. No. Going to be a mark to Collingwood, and it's Steen.
Well, at first look, I'm not sure if Harry Dean went down easy, but if he didn't, there's absolutely a free kick there every day of the week, just waiting for the replay.
Scott.
Looked in the back to me, but...
Another metre, Lucky. Move out. Here.
I've seen them paid and I've seen them not paid. But here's Steen. He's kicked one tonight. Squeezed it in. And we've got a 6-point ball game. Exactly what Carlton didn't want. If you go back to that first stoppage, Isaac and Kate, and it's not the one you want Monday when you're Sam Walsh and you've let the game's best player have 30 metres on you and not run with him to the goal square.
Yeah, especially...
That could be the starter.
Especially when you know your second halves aren't there. You've got a nice lead coming into the start of the 4th quarter, and all you have to do is you don't necessarily have to win the centre bounce. You just can't lose it the way they did there. And as you said, worst feeling, you roll in on a Monday, the coach has got the first centre bounce of the 4th quarter highlighted, and you're the guy that hasn't run.
The look on Michael Voss's face on the Harvey Norman replay. He's got to be thinking to himself, not again.
Back in this way.
2 goals in quick time for Collingwood for McDonald's and Ream Hotwater. Triple M Rocks footy. Angus Anderson starting in the middle has done a couple of nice things in this 4th quarter. Pendlebury got it free. Nick Dacos has got it again. Elliott went over his head. Some nervous times for Wiedering. Back pocket for Carlton. Split the difference with his kick. Not a great one. Marked by Roan Steele.
Steele's been good. What are his numbers, Ash?
Steele, Triple M, Red Z lending stats. He's had 14 disposals, 6 marks.
Collingwood, they're going to kick another one. It is an absolute nightmare for Carlton at the moment. Hayes gets his first. All of a sudden scores a level moments ago. In fact, we've only played 4.5 minutes and it was 18 points the difference. It's now level.
Well, clearances in this term 4 to zip Collingwood's way. 2 of those coming out of the centre. 4 inside 50s for 3 goals. Tell you what, we have seen this script before, haven't we?
Oh, my word, we have. And Carlton fans will be sitting in their seat going, not again. But you talk about not chasing there. Back in the old Hawthorn days, Brownie, you'd go behind the goals and David Hale would be watching the vision and he'd be going, just run, David. Just move, take a step. Just go towards the ball because the coaches don't miss anything with the behind the goals vision. And all 4 stoppages, Carlton have not spread to the level they need to.
For McDonald's and Ream Hotwater, Triple M Rocks footy. Brilliant by Nick Dacos with one arm held. He just hacked it forward. McCreary dodges a tackle. Darcy Cameron picks it up. Lipinski for 4 in a row. Touched on the line. It has to be getting into their heads again here, Carlton. They are a different footy team to what we saw in the first 3 quarters.
Well, this is the right man to have the ball in the hand, Kate.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been their best player all night, Nick Newman, but you called it beautifully, Jack. He had one hand pin Nick Dacos, takes it in one and throws it on the boot in the other to get the centre bounce clearance.
Ollie Hollands went to Hayward. Hayward, dangerous kick. Collingwood swarm again. McCreary tried to get it to Anderson. But I didn't mind the intent of Hayward to try and bring the ball back into the middle. It was a dangerous kick. He didn't go down the line.
Back in this way.
Thrown up at centre half forward. Collingwood by a point. Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard. Hollands almost got away with a throw. Dacos was decapitated by Cripps. And then Cripps dives on top of him straight after. Very lucky not to give away 50. Dacos laying flat on his back. Gave a handball to Houston. Long ball towards goal. This time Lipinski doesn't miss. It's happening again for Carlton. 4 goals in 6 minutes. And Collingwood have changed the game. 70 plays 63. Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
Well, you can't help but just sit back and watch some of the reactions. So Michael Voss on the Harvey Norman is trying to keep things pretty calm on the bench, but also trying to bark some orders out there. And then you see the Carlton fans who have all seen this movie every single week that they've come to the footy, not only this year but last year as well, and they've got to do something, and it's got to start at the centre bounce. Like you said a few moments ago, Izzy, doesn't matter if you don't win it, but you've got to make sure Collingwood cannot win this centre bounce cleanly.
And in just under 7 minutes, Nick Dacos, 7 disposals, 3 clearances and a major.
And another one.
He just started crisp. Elliott can't mark it. Florent, ground level, going to be run down Florent. Cripps under pressure. Everything Carlton does is under pressure. Hollands coughs it up. Steele was there. Cherry to Cowan. Can they settle here, the Blues? Ollie Hollands at half-back. Feeds it to Cripps on the wing. Cripps steps inside. Missed the handball. Hollands had to go backwards. Stacks on the middle. Ball up. On centre wing.
Let it go.
One of the pressure numbers, too, because it feels like it's off the charts.
Magpies at 243. Blues only at 189. Clearances are 7 to zip. Collingwood's way.
Play on.
Hollands was tackled. 70 plays 63. Collingwood lead. They trailed by 23 points in the 3rd quarter. And the Demons are back inside the minds of Carlton. And it's all happened so quickly.
Well, you can tell Craig McRae's at a 3-quarter time. Move the ball as quick as possible. Nick Dacos handballed a ball when he was on the ground. They're able to get their last goal from it. You watch Collingwood, they're going forward at all costs.
A bottle up chair here. We've only been going 9 minutes, Ash, but for Red Z Lending, just give us some of the 4th quarter numbers.
Well, the inside 50 to 7 to zip, Magpies away, but they kick 4-1 from those entries, and the clearances are 7 to zip, 4-0 out of the centre.
Carlton into the 50 for the first time in this quarter. There's a shallow entry, and it's defended by Collingwood. Steele, left foot, and a great one. Here's Cowan. Chips the footy into the corridor. He finds Walsh. Walsh to Newman. The lead comes from Harry Mackay. Perryman with great courage. Fists it away, and he found McCreary high up and under ball. Lewis Young has to sit underneath it, and he marked it. So we're going to hold the play. Harry Mackay
hasn't moved, Brownie.
Looks like he's been concussed.
Yep, no, we've stopped the play. Yep.
Doesn't know where he is at the moment. Harvey Norman replay.
Sorry?
And just at Eric's
it was a tough collision. I didn't see.
It was fisted into his head by Perryman.
Punched the ball and then got his...
Accidental. And Harry Mackay is out to it. But it might give Carlton a little bit of time now to take a few deep breaths and get themselves back in this contest.
He's worn that fist straight across the face then, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's going to have to walk from the far side of the ground to the bench. He's got himself into a bit of a jog now, so that's good to see. Triple M Harvey Norman replay showing a lot of Michael Voss. How does he look, Nat? Harry Mackay.
Yeah, really groggy, Harry Mackay. It looks like he's just going to have a chat to the physio at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take him straight down the race to have a HIA.
Lewis Young from the wing. Kicks to a pack, which is where Mackay would have been. He's locked in. Brody Kemp tackled. Tossed up. Left forward pocket. Collingwood by 7 points. Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
Marking Darcy, just hold the meter.
Pitnet and Darcy Cameron, they both fall over. They touch Darcy Cameron on the back of the head. I'm not sure that counts.
No.
Tackle late again. Sock on the ground. Elliott did the handball. And as far as Carroll. Carroll handball back. Lewis Young under pressure to the 50. Great mark by Perryman. They've all lifted Collingwood. Their pressure rating through the roof.
Still high, Ash.
It is. They're going at 2:31, Jack.
Play on. Perryman's been a big part of it. From right half back, Darcy Cameron the target on the wing. It spills through hands. McCreary just hacks it forward because he only knows one way. Holmes is stranded on Dacos Island. That's a lonely place. Got up. Handballs to Elliott. Another one. Five for the corner. They're on fire. 11-10-76 to 9-9-63. Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
Oh, Jack, we were talking pre-game and we said, we thought Carlton were a big chance, but if there was one man that could make this happen off his own boot for Collingwood, it would be Nick Dacos. These numbers, 9 disposals, 3 centre-bounce clearances, 5 contested possessions, 4 score involvements and a goal. That's just in the fourth quarter alone. There's still 13 minutes to play in the fourth quarter.
What about he was still able to take that mark even though the free kick was given?
He got up and held both arms out and basically said, "Are you not entertained?"
Let's head down to the boundary, Bob. Don't too much.
Harry Mackay has just gone down to the rooms with the doctor to have a HIA. He actually had a concussion last season as well, missed a game.
Warning to Carlton,
again, and they've got Freo next week, so he'll miss that game next weekend.
If it is for a HIA, it's a minimum 15 minutes, so we won't see him tonight anyway.
Nick Dacos out of the square at the moment, back in the middle, 14-point lead to Collingwood. That's right. 8 minutes ago, it was an 18-point lead to Carlton. Ainsworth gets one back. Through to Ainsworth. And that's a lot for the Blues. 69 plays, 76. It's back to 7 points.
Well, if they're going to win this game, as we've said multiple times tonight, it has to come from centre bounce, and centre bounce there, they get a goal. Ainsworth, give us his numbers, true man. He's been impressive.
Certainly has. He's had 15 disposals, Ainsworth. 2 goals, 1 throw in, 5 score involvements, and he's used it pretty well by foot as well, going at 75% efficiency.
Yeah, he certainly, I reckon, him and Kemp have been their 2 most dangerous forwards tonight.
Hold the ball.
Official crowd, Ash. You're normally very good at this.
Very good crowd. 78,058.
Which is pretty much what you said.
Yeah, all good. It's clear pass to the rest.
Now, Carlton are not done yet. Nick Dacos back into the middle. 7-point Collingwood lead for McDonald's and Ream Hotwater. Triple M rocks footy. Cripps almost enabled Smith. Houston off half back. Made the ball his own. McCreary by hand links up with Quaynor. They handball their way to the wing. Pendlebury's got a man on over the top. He just waited and waited. He got Allen into some space. Eyes go back. Pendlebury in game number 430. Nearing in on the record.
Go with him.
Short pass to Houston.
Move it on. Play on.
Decides to look into the pocket with his kick. It's not a bad one. Drop by Membry. Nick Dacos hemmed it in the forward pocket. Collins tackle, ball jars free, out of bounds.
I love what Craig McRae's done with Nick Dacos in this fourth term. One that BT hates is when a player's on fire and they come off for an interchange. I feel like they let him just rest forward so that he could play as much of this fourth term as possible.
Boundary throw in, Pies at attack. Lewis Young took it out of the ruck. Lucky not to get pinged. Walsh darted after the ball and got it to Smith. The Cripps. Cripps going to be run down almost. Got his boot to him. It goes wide and it's going to be out of bounds. Free kick to the Pies.
Play on.
Now, all but 4 players are inside Collingwood's half of the ground at the City end. 76 plays 69. Collingwood from 23 points down have a 7-point advantage. Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard. 12 minutes remaining. Allen kicks to Perryman. And he's got Lipinski just off the bench. He stands and waits. Not a lot up ahead. Kicks to a contested situation. Elliott extends with one hand. Wiedering took on a tackle. Cripps down low. Nice hands to Cowan. Carroll will turn around and be under pressure. Steps to the boundary line. It's okay.
Human, any movement, Elijah Hollins, has he touched the footy?
Still has not touched the footy, and we're almost 17 minutes into the final quarter.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what his role is tonight, but he's just stayed lateral of the footy. He's in all sorts out there.
So the boundary throw in is dead long. Just scoops it over his head to try to get some yardage. Nick Dacos could have got a free kick. Umpire said no. Here's Ollie Hollins. It's a barrel going. Fisted away. Kemp. Tackle, but it got it to Cripps. Cripps to Smith to Walsh. Here he is. Florence towards half forward. Not a great kick. Ainsworth's probably been their best. And they overrun the football. Kern couldn't take it. They lay the tackle so they keep it in their end. But a goal gone begging for the Blues.
Come this way. Oscar.
It's a Triple M Harvey Norman replay.
Mark and Oscar.
Get it spent.
He took that. He was through. Taylor Byrne. Right now at Harvey Norman, get up to 25% off selected big brand laptops in-store and online.
I think he was thinking about his celebration.
Yeah.
Got to kick him first.
That's on 5.
Schultz looks for and finds Membry. 7-point Collingwood lead. Clock down to 10 minutes and 45 seconds. Membry goes back and maintain possession. Howe to Houston at true centre half back. Can retreat even further. He's got Frampton on defensive 50.
Still 10.5 minutes to go. Pies controlling position at the moment at half back. Jeremy Howe. Perryman has been good. He's got Ed Allen. Chips the footy to him now on centre wing. Lead up comes from Membry. He honours that as well. Membry looks up. Well, the navy blue jumpers ahead, so he darts a football. It's almost a good one. Pendlebury can't take it. Walsh quick handball. Now Carlton run off half back. Is this the moment they get one back? Williams needs to make a good decision. Made an okay decision because they kept the football. Ainsworth, wide. McGovern and Maynard. Maynard did well. Got the ball to ground level. And now the cavalry arrives to the Pies.
Key moment and Collingwood win it. Crisp with a long looping handball to Pendlebury. Sharon didn't sit up straight away for him, but now it does. Missed opportunity for Carlton again going forward, Kate.
Oh, you'd like to see Carlton even the numbers up because Worms had nowhere to go. Collingwood had 2 numbers behind the ball. If you're going to get numbers back to help, you've got to sprint forward to give your team an opportunity.
76 Collingwood, 69 Carlton. 9 minutes to play. Stay on the end of a long lead. He's got it on the outer side wing.
Move it on. Play on.
He stands and waits, and they just continue to chip around and monopolise the footy.
Stay up, Ben.
Tell you what, you call Jacob Wiedering the human caravan. Elijah Hollins is giving him a run for his money.
End zone.
He's a camper man.
Houston long and direct. Membry.
Carlton. Jacob Wiedering.
Mark not paid. Wiedering was held. Carlton ball.
Stand. Play on. Good. Yep.
Going to transfer play the Blues.
Stand. Play on.
Cowan. Handball to Florent. Florent into the middle looking for Kemp. Kemp can't mark it. Ball hits the deck. Missed target. Carroll has to go back. Anderson did brilliantly. Chips the football looking for Dacos. Can't mark it. He was the only one who stayed on his feet and chipped the football to Elliott. Two Carlton players went down and Nick Dacos stayed up.
There is no way that Nick Dacos should have won that football. Carlton had the advantage. The two Carlton players went for the ball, overcommitted, both hit the ground. What about Anderson's pick up there? And then Dacos to finish it all off.
Elliott going for number 3.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Kick one in the third. He's already kicked one in this last quarter, which Nick Dacos set up. This will be for 3-goal assists in the quarter for Nick Dacos. You bet he can. Jamie Elliott, he's got 3. From the hand of Nick Dacos. And it's been some sort of quarter, 13-point lead to Collingwood. Let's head down to the boundary.
And just when you think things couldn't get any worse for the Blues, Nick Haynes has come off. Looks like he might have a sore groin. The physios are just having a chat to him now.
Yeah, just look at the Harvey Norman replay and you think of all of the moments. So beautiful pick up from Anderson in the middle, yes, but it was an easy handball that was missed from the Blues to start with. And then you've got Cowan and Ollie Hollands. Ollie Hollands is playing on Nick Dacos. Just no communication between the two. If Hollands just parks himself between Dacos and Cowan, Cowan takes the mark and then they're rebounding off half back. They both try and take the mark, take each other out. Nick Dacos stays on his feet and feeds the ball to Jamie Elliott.
Just with Nick Dacos, so from quarters 1 to 3, 71 ranking points in total. In this quarter alone, we're not finished, 65.
Oh, wow. Collingwood by 13 points. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, if your hot water needs replacing, go for one that's steady, hot and strong. Ask your plumber to install a Ream. Carlton staring down the barrel of a very cold shower at the end of the night. Anderson out of the middle. McStay worked his man Wiedering under it. He's a left footer, so he's in the non-preferred pocket. Got boots of ball.
Back to the line.
Nice mark down low by Harry Dean. 7 minutes left for Carlton.
Play on, play on.
It's dependable, Dean, isn't he? Oh, this is a muck-up again by the Blues. Poor skill level. Collingwood swarm. And Zach Williams needs to get out of it. Quick chain of handballs and Williams wins it back. Well done. Into the middle of the ground to Pitnet. Pitnet's got a runner on the outer side.
Got to be an advantage.
Florent looking for Carroll. That's a great mark by Carroll, half forward. Over the top of Allen. He's got no one coming at him at all. Everybody with their hand in the air asking for the long ball. That's where he goes. Hayward couldn't mark it. He was the only one that went up. Pointer at the back. Billy Frampton worked his way through. Collingwood, Howe. That's a good tackle by McGovern. That's holding the ball. Huge. That's a huge tackle. Just needs to kick the goal.
Oh, that was massive. Every forward inside the forward 50 for Carlton ramped up the pressure. They thought the ball is not coming out of here unless we get a free kick or kick a goal, and that's exactly what happened. Huge tackle from McGovern.
It's cramping up McGovern. Umpire blows time on.
It's going to be a bad cramp, Brownie, when you can't take your own shot at goal.
He's holding his foot.
Yeah, he's holding his foot. So
he's trying to pull it back. It's definitely cramp. He's 6 years of medical school to know that.
Yeah.
Dr. Brown.
He's still trying to stretch it out at the moment.
Time back on.
Is he going to go the snap or the set shot?
Has to go the snap, Brownie.
He's kicked 2. For any chance Carlton tonight, he has to kick it. McGovern for 3. And he got it. Well done, Mitch. And they creep closer. 7-point lead to Collingwood. That's on the trade bunning scoreboard.
Yeah, well, if Carlton are going to come back and win this, they need to win the next centre clearance. Their kicking efficiencies over this quarter. Carlton are going at 48%, Collingwood at 82%. And that's been the difference in the game. The amount of turnovers, the amount of stuff-ups that Carlton have had in this last quarter versus Collingwood being clean and efficient and winning those big moments is the difference right now.
What scoreboard, Brown?
The
trade Bunny.
Just hold here.
Nat for Jane Bob.
Mitch McGovern's still trying to stretch out that cramp inside 50. And good news for the Blues, Nick Haynes has come back on.
They need to set up,
Oh,
and then it's going to
this
be
could be an
it's a free
infringement.
kick.
It will be.
They've already had a warning, haven't they,
Yep.
for 666 because Elijah Hollins was just running around.
Are they set up
And
now?
you talk about those catastrophic muck-ups. Carlton have had too many of them.
Free kick.
This is a bad mistake for McDonald's and Ream Hotwater. Steen long and direct out of the middle of the MCG. Knocked away from Collingwood's goal. Schultz found some space. Long with a nice little turn from 50 metres out. Goal square bound is this footy. Pack of players around it. Hayes not clean for Collingwood. Cameron knocked it on. Chera, cool in a crisis, had his kick smothered. Second look at it. Evans has a fumble. Collingwood have got him in the vice and they're squeezing. Elliott got back up. Handball to Hayes. Already kicked one in the corner. Anderson gave it off for the Pies to kick another one. Brilliant from memory. They grabbed and they squeezed and they choked the life out of Carlton. And they're back to a 13-point lead. Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
No, this is just almost completely unforgivable from Carlton. That infringement to start with, you've just scrapped your way back, kicked a goal to get back in it, and then you can't set up in the right positions. And then any opportunity they've had to either score a goal, they've missed, they've not executed that last skill that they've required, or just missing simple handballs. I know the pressure's up and I know that Collingwood are bringing it, but it's the fourth quarter of an AFL football game. You've got to be better than this under pressure.
Yeah, you need his Bob Jane teammates.
Some running repairs on Scott Pendlebury. Just had something on his hand patched up. Didn't even come off the field. Did not cross the boundary line. The doctor went to him and he's back out there in the middle.
7 goals to 2 in the last quarter to the Pies. That man Dacos has done some damage, but Paddy Cripps beats him to it. Williams, tumbling ball bouncing. At the back of the pack was Hayward, lays the tackle. Quainer did nicely. Chipped the footy to Chris. Chris marks it at half back. Josh Dacos offers a lead. He's got it. He's got some space ahead of him. He elects not to take it. Goes back over the mark, and now Collingwood are going into a slow play. 13 points in front.
Stuck with Ollie Hollins, is he?
Yeah.
On Dacos for the entire quarter. Should he have made a move at some stage, Michael Ross?
Well, Walsh has gone to him for a little bit of the period, but it's been difficult because Carlton have made their own errors. If Carlton were clean and efficient, they could use the ball. They didn't make stupid errors, then they'd be right in this game. They've handed it to Collingwood at the moment. They're still in it, though.
Missed 4 easy goals in the third quarter.
Chera from half forward. They trail by 13 points. Need to mark inside forward 50. Through the hands of Taylor Byrne. Josh Dacos, mid-air, gave a handball to the advantage of Ned Long. That kick not great for Membry. Dean drifts back and marks for the Blues.
He's been big tonight, Dean. Chips it to Ollie Hollins. He goes into the middle. He finds Zach Williams. Centre of the MCG, chips it back to Ollie Hollins on the point of the square. They need a mark. A good lead offered by Hayward. The kick is okay. Getting in the way was Lipinski. And Lipinski gets a free kick. You could see the setup, you could see what he was trying to do, but Lipinski saw the danger as well.
Time can start to be Collingwood's friend. Schultz has a fumble and loses possession of the ball. It's out of bounds.
Right, someone 8.
3 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. 13-point lead of the Pies. Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard. Helping tradies and builders get the job done in store, on the road, and on the phone.
Touch play on.
Hacked forward by Anderson. Nick Dacos tracks after it underneath the Shane-worn stand.
Got in. Grab it.
We'll throw in.
Got in.
That was last disposal.
Looked like it, didn't it?
Right, someone 8. Mark. Darcy.
And look at the Harvey Norman replay. Dacos gets it up, and I reckon it came off Walsh's hand last. It's a good call by the umpire. Here's Walsh. Centre wing. Bob was one of the 50. Lewis Young's been sent forward. He missed it completely.
End zone.
Chips the footy back inside forward 50. And Ainsworth played on, but they've got the goal, the Blues.
Wow.
He still had the presence of mind. He almost mucked it up. He gave it to Carroll. Carroll kicked 2. And it's back to 7 points. 2 minutes 46 to go.
Izzy's back here. He's doing the votes for the best on ground, and he's very stressed about it. You think he's voting for the Norm Smith the way he's going about this?
I'm not stressed about it. I think we've got a clear best on ground. It's just there's about 15 other blokes that could get the 2 and the 1.
Every quarter he's been looking at the numbers. He's been making sure he does this justice.
No, you got to do it justice.
Finish this off.
Normally so cool under pressure, Isaac.
No, I am.
What's going on?
But when there's 15 blokes that have done absolutely jack shit, Jack.
Still 3 minutes to go. So.
No, I'm joking.
No, you're not.
It's been a hard game, though, other than there's been one clear standout.
7 points is the deficit for Carlton. Still plenty of time. 2 minutes and 44 for McDonald's and Ream. Hot water, Triple M Rocks footy. Nice tackle by Williams. Gave a handball to Cripps. On the run now, Carlton. Ainsworth turned into traffic. Lipinski got him. He sat off and he stalked him, and then he laid a big tackle.
Get out of the way.
Blues fans not happy, thinking that one was high, but the umpire rewarded the tackle to the outer side. Pit net, handball back, loitering, swept it even further back to Haynes. Haynes' handball to Walsh. Walsh to Dean to Walsh. Going to be run down almost. Got it to Wiedering, and he has to sweep it back again. Opportunity to go forward now. Ainsworth's there. Fisted away by Pendlebury. Carlton with an opportunity. Ainsworth again. On the left foot. Looking for and finding Carroll. He's kicked two and he missed an easy one. I like him from this distance more. He's a raking left footer. This to make it a point. The young man Carroll for 3. From the 50. Left foot, does it come back? Not enough. Top of the square, fisted through. And we've got a 6-point ball game. 88 plays 82.
It's remarkable that they're within a goal now, Carlton, considering how the flow of this game in this fourth term has just been all with Collingwood.
They have to be clean here, Collingwood. The last time we had a draw between these two teams was round 2, 1972 at Victoria Park.
Well, they can't do this, Carlton. They have to make them go long. You have to just number up, force them long, because if they chip the ball around, it's game over.
Howe from the back pocket. 1 minute remaining. Williams takes possession for Carlton. Dacos wraps him up and tackles an arm too. Umpire calls for it.
Back in this way. Just going to squeeze. Thanks, Zach.
53 seconds.
Mark.
Has Carlton got a hero? As we know, Collingwood has. Dacos has been unbelievable. Pit net, quick handball to Walsh. Dacos tackled him. Handball forward. Elliott, he's got back. Socked off the ground by Walsh again. Can they keep it in the Blues? Underground handball. Frankie Evans, he can't get it. He can't pick it up. The ball's in a scrum. And Collingwood have taken 20 seconds off the clock. Down to 29.
Rux, nominate! Rux, nominate Darcy!
I don't know why Carlton have a +1 behind the ball when you've got to kick a goal to win the game. Don't sit there, Mark Pitnet. No matter what you're told, just get there and try and make some impact.
Knocked on towards the Blues goal. Cameron tackled by Pitnet. Ball jars free. Clock down to 20 seconds. Cripps stood up in a tackle. Hung on forever.
Got in.
Yeah.
That'll be thrown in.
Sorry, not Pitnet.
The only thing is, are they thinking that if there's a kick out, they want to win the ball and get straight back in there? But either Haynes or Wiedering, one's got to get in. Either get behind the stoppage here and give yourself a clear shot at goal.
Free kick behind play.
Free kick off the ball. Josh Dacos has put down Taylor Byrne.
10 metres! Patrick! 10 metres this way!
Wow.
Will this be after the siren?
5 metres behind! 5 metres behind!
Let's have a look.
Patrick, let's go!
Nick Dacos has to get out of there.
Yeah, that's probably a free kick. To the letter of the law.
The siren will go.
Fourth game of his career. 1 goal to his name. For a draw. Misses by the barest of margins. And Collingwood hang on by the barest of margins. Unbelievable to think that this game came down to the very last kick of the night. Taylor Byrne with an opportunity to be a hero. This game has had a bit of everything, Kate.
It absolutely has. I mean, I was just not sure what would happen if there was a draw. We obviously host post-match in the winning team's rooms, and I thought, where do we go when there's a draw? But it wasn't to be. But to be fair, that should have been won well before that. Carlton absolutely butchered every opportunity they had, especially in the fourth term when the pressure was on. They crumbled, and it's not like they haven't previously and haven't had the opportunity to learn from those really important moments this season. But I mean, credit's got to go to Collingwood for finding something when there was nothing else really to give, and the man that found something was Nick Dacos in his 100th game, 39 disposals, a goal and 9 score involvements, and he is with Beck Madden now. Let's hear from him.
As exciting as it gets for a fan, how do you feel?
Oh, it's unbelievable. That was like a final. We said coming into the game, it never matters how either team's going. When we come up against each other, it's always going to be a tough battle, and you saw then they could have kicked a goal to tie it at the end. So I think they're going better than people say, and there's always going to be a tough challenge.
All right, can we talk about your individual effort? Brilliant tonight, but brilliant in your 100 games. What a celebration for, what are you, just 23 years of age? I know you don't want to talk about yourself, but we do need to mark it.
No, it's really nice. It was nice to get the win. I'm just super grateful. I said to Fly, I've been here 5 years now, and we're building something really special at this club. So super grateful to be a part of it, and hopefully, we can go deep into September this year.
Hey, what was the start of the game feel like for you? It felt like a little bit flat from us looking on, but then it really picked up after half-time, and certainly in that last quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. We sort of said at half-time there was no talk out there, and Carlton were playing really good footy, and we wanted to address that, and came into half-time. Pendles showed us a few things, and so did the coaches, that we can resurrect, and it was all within our control. So we got to work. I thought some of the younger lads were unbelievable tonight, especially in the pressured moments late, and we'll grow from this game. We're constantly evolving, and tonight's a big step in the right direction.
Do you feel like you have been under the pump, not exactly where you want to be at round 6 of the season?
Yeah, and I think it's been valid. We probably haven't been playing the best footy, and probably haven't been the funnest team to watch, that's for sure, and been on prime time footy. So we want to be a fun team to watch. We want to be a fun team to play in. I think tonight, as I said, was a great step in the right direction.
Well, just congratulations on 100 games. They've been absolutely superb, Nick. Take care. All right, over to you, Mick.
Certainly has Nick Dacos. Without him, not sure that they're winning tonight, Collingwood. Let's have a listen to Jacob Wiedering talking to Mitch Cleary.
Last kick, we had the game, I reckon, there at the three-quarter time break. So again, you just got to put your arms around him. We had the shot, we missed it, and that's just that's footy. So we'll make sure we get around him. But yeah, it's a frustrating loss again.
Where did it fall away at the start of that last quarter?
Yeah, it's probably another patch. We've probably whittled it down to more than 10 minutes rather than a whole second half now. So there's a patch there, obviously, in that fourth quarter. So there's just an element of pressure, contest, and doing the basics really well that we go away from, and then we make it real hard for ourselves in that last 5 minutes.
You feel like you left a few chances out there in the third term and didn't really cash in when you had the ball in your half a lot of that quarter?
Yeah, there's an element of that. I think both teams probably missed a few easier opportunities, but when Harry goes down, we had to fight pretty hard to just get it in there and try and get a mark. So again, to be within a kick, it's great, but yeah, very disappointing result.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
A disappointed Jacob Wiedering talking to Mitch Cleary, courtesy of Channel 7. Interesting here, Kate, that they said they've whittled it down to 10-minute patches now, but it's still happening, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and I think the thing that probably is most disappointing, if you're a Carlton fan watching that tonight, there's so many games this year where it's been a similar circumstance, and they've just crumbled under pressure.
Let's go down to ground level for the presentation of the Peter Mack Cup with Ashadone.
Each other in Carlton and Collingwood. Tonight it was also for the Peter Mack Cup. Together they stand united for the fight against cancer. The Peter MacCallum Cancer Centre continues to be world-leading in its research, its treatment, and the support for those families who are going through some of the toughest moments of their lives. And tonight is just an example of how we can shine a light on the vital work that they do at Peter Mac. Each year, the Richard Pratt Medal is awarded to the player adjudged best on ground. And tonight, presenting that medal is Catherine and Tony Mattina of Vizzy. Tonight, the Richard Pratt Medal goes to Nick Dacos of the Collingwood Football Club.
Firstly, special mention to Carlton. Unbelievable game tonight. We knew you guys were going to come for the fight, and what a game it was. What a privilege it is to play in this game for the Peter Mac Foundation. Such a great cause, and all the funds raised tonight go a long way. So well done to everyone in the crowd, and a special mention to the Pratt family for their ongoing support too. Thank you.
And next we invite Jason Payne, CEO of the Peter MacCallum Cancer Centre, to present the Peter Mac Cup to the Collingwood Football Club. Once again, we invite Nick Dacos to come and receive with. We're going to have Braden Maynard, who will also say a few words.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for the crowd that came out today. It was a great game. It's a great day, great night to be a part of, and it's more than a game, clearly. So thanks, guys, for coming out, and thanks to Carlton as well. Good work, boys.
Once again, a huge thank you to everyone here at the NCG for shining a light on the incredible work that Peter Mac do. We do ask if you are able to donate if you haven't done so already tonight. Those funds will be
Collingwood win 13-10, 88 to 12, 11, 83. Izzy and Nat will be down in the Collingwood rooms on the other side of this. A thriller on Thursday night footy for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M Rocks Footy.
That quarter for Bunnings Trade, helping tradies and builders get the job done in-store, on the road and on the phone.
For Ream Hot Water,
Triple M Rocks Footy.
hot water needs replacing? Go for one that's steady, hot and strong. Ask your plumber to install a Ream.
This Saturday morning from 10, it's Triple M's Dead Set Legends.
Listen to this crowd. We're ready to go.
Join the Queen of Triple M footy, Kate McCarthy, four-time Premiership star, Isaac Smith, and the big newsbreaker, Xander Maguire, as they get you ready for a massive weekend in sport. Triple M's Dead Set Legends. Saturday morning from 10 on Melbourne's 105.1 Triple M.
HBF is your health dream team. Join HBF today.
On demand in 4K with no ad breaks during play.
That is incredible!
With all that footy plus the NRL, F1, supercars, netball and all the other sport you love. You won't miss a thing on KO Sports.
Collingwood! Magpie Army, it's Daisy Thomas here. Let's get behind the mighty Pies. Yeah, you better bloody believe it. You know you're the biggest. You know you're the envy of the rest of the competition. Let's show them how it's done, and let's build together the biggest army yet. Get on board as a 2026 member today and join the Magpie Army. Go Pies!
Cars with tyres, cars with wheels, all kinds of cars. And the very best deals only at Car City. Cars for nanas, cars for tradies, and the busy mums with 3 babies. Only at Car City. Cars galore, far as the eye can see. They've got the car for you.
And the car for me?
Only at Car City. Don't forget the jingle. 415 Maroondah Highway, Ringwood.
Easter sale is on now at Doors Plus. Save up to 20% off deck. Easter sale is on now at Doors Plus. Save up to 20% off decorative wainscoting wall panels and up to 20% off plantation shutters, fully installed. Easter sale on now. Doors Plus, no fuss.
When your mining or industrial company buys Sinopec lubricants, you're not just buying oil.
You're buying more uptime with same-day supply. You're buying superior protection with Cinepec's impressive specs and performance. You're buying some of the world's best industrial oils at Australia's best prices. And you're buying unrivaled product support with our Australian call team that's available to help you whenever you need them. Cinepec, the smart money in lubrication.
Just think of the things you could do if instead of just one, you were double you.
Whether you're looking for a first home or a way to invest, your W could save you $9,000 in interest. That's just in the first year of your Westpac home loan package. When it comes to saving $9,000 on your new home loan, Westpac can be your W. Eligibility, credit criteria, T's and C's, fees, charges and $395 annual package fee apply. Based on a $400K Rocket Repay variable rate home loan standard package discount.
The amazing sale is on now at Snooze. Up to 50% off selected mattresses, including Sealy, Madison and Tempur, and up to 40% off selected bed frames. Hurry, sale ends soon. Exclusions, T's and C's apply.
Little Snooze can do.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
The Triple M Footy Review for Amy. When the lucky country isn't so lucky, it's lucky you're with Amy.
Collingwood are making their way down into the rooms. They survived a scare at the end, but they win by 5 points, 13-10-88 to 12-11-83 in front of a nice, juicy, healthy crowd for a Thursday night here at the MCG. Reminder, tomorrow night it is Geelong and the Western Bulldogs from GMHBA Stadium, but it's time for the Triple M Amy Review down in the rooms with Nat Nizzi.
Oh, Jackie boy, there was plenty of tension in the crowd, but I tell you what, they are very, very happy Collingwood fans down here in the rooms as we just wait for the players to make their way down the race after a famous 5-point win over their arch rivals, the Blues. You can hear the fans cheering. Players are making their way. Braden Maynard leading the team in high fives all round. Nick Dacos not too far behind. 39 possessions for that man tonight. He was best on field, as he so often is. He stood up when it mattered most in the fourth term. They were down by 3 goals. Oh, he gets a hug from Eddie Maguire. Does Nick Dacos. Of course, the whole Collingwood Mafia is down here to celebrate this win over the Blues. Down by 3 goals at the start of the fourth term, came back to win it by 5. And I have a feeling they're going to sing the song with gusto today. Let's have a listen to the Magpies. Back on the winners list tonight, a 5-point victory over Carlton. This is the Triple M Amy Review. When the lucky country isn't so lucky, it's lucky you're with Amy. I'm down here with Isaac Smith, who I've lost. Where is he?
I'm right here.
You are.
No, you walked away from me before.
Sorry, you were blending in with
I came and hid.
You were blending in with the decor down here in the rooms. Hey, you can never write off the Magpies, can you? 3 goals down at three-quarter time. Carlton definitely looked to be the dominant team in those first 3 terms, or definitely without setting the world on fire, but Collingwood found another gear, and most of it has to do with that man, Nick Dacos.
Yeah, no, Carlton had their opportunities. They didn't make the most of it, but what I love the most about this Collingwood team, and they've been able to do it since they won their premiership, and the way they control games, and they might not necessarily be in the best position to win the game, but they're able to scrap and fight it out, and they're able to manage the clock and understand the moments. And talking about moments, how good was Nick Dacos? Oh, he's just a joy to watch, to be honest. You come to the football to watch players like that. And when you watch him turn it on, and he won that 1v2 about 70 metres out from goal, set up the Jamie Elliott special goal there from the boundary. It is just pure joy to watch. And I'm not a Collingwood fan, but I can imagine being a Collingwood fan, how much you just sit back and admire that guy.
It's funny, I was watching Michael Voss down on the bench, and as soon as Nick Dacos kicked that goal to kick-start the Collingwood revival in the fourth term, Vossy just turned around to his assistant coaches and just said one word, Dacos. Of course, it had to be Nick Dacos. We're going to be talking to Harry Perryman just to get a vibe of everything down here and just how the boys...
Hey, stop talking to the CEO, mate. Get over here.
So far, he's spoken to BT. He's spoken to Craig Kelly.
He's given sweet nothings at the moment. Get over here.
He's coming our way, though. Come on, Harry. Come on down. Harry Perryman is good enough to join us here on Triple M. Harry, congratulations, 5 points, but I reckon that you guys... What was going through your mind at three-quarter time? 3 goals down, but this team has so much belief.
100%. Yeah, obviously a little bit nervous being down at three-quarter time, but yeah, we knew we just had to get back to our pressure, really, just basics, get it going forward. We're getting a lot of entries up until three-quarter time and missed a few easy shots, but yeah, we knew if we just stuck at it long enough, we'd break them down, so that's what we did.
Nick Dacos, you must just be, as a teammate, just how much in awe are you of what he can do every single time? He never fails to deliver.
Yeah, absolutely. He's unbelievable. Some of the stuff he can do is just it surprises me all the time, and he does it at training as well. So yeah, his last quarter was unbelievable through the midfield there, especially when he went forward. He looked super dangerous.
Where was your heart when Byrne was having a shot after the siren?
Oh mate, I thought he kicked it for sure. I was head down, about to walk off. Thought it was going to be a draw. So yeah, sometimes you get those things in footy, can go either way. So yeah.
I don't know if you'll look at it in your post-game meeting on Monday, but little Angry Anderson nearly walked into the protected area if you pick it up. So my heart skipped a beat thinking, oh no, he's going to give away 50. But mate, unbelievable game of football. But I want to talk about you. I reckon this year you're playing some really good football tonight. I had to do the votes for the medal. I gave you 2 votes. I thought you were outstanding the way you're moving the ball coming off half back there.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for giving me a few votes. I'll have to get you a beer. But yeah, no, not too bad. I think second year round, used to playing with the boys now. Us back sick, a pretty tight group, so know the way we play a lot more, and yeah, some of those boys down there help me absolutely. So yeah, I'm enjoying my footy at the moment.
And the other one, Jamie Elliott, he looked like he was having one of the worst first halves I've ever seen, and then he comes out and delivers a very special second half.
Yeah, he's unbelievable like that. He's probably been a little bit down by his standards, but he's just huge in the big moments, and he's done it time and time again. So he's unreal.
Now, just a short time ago, you were hit up by BT. You got roaming Brian. What do you have to say to you?
Nah, he was pretty quiet actually, BT. I thought he might have had a few more questions for me, but nah, he was pretty boring actually.
If we were to roaming Brian you, what would we ask you? What kind of questions would we ask you to get a really quirky kind of response?
Oh, you've put me on the spot there.
Sorry. I'm making up for BT.
I don't really know, to be honest. I could go pretty rogue, Dave, I reckon. Yeah, we don't want to see that, though.
Explain.
No, we don't need to go into it too much, I don't think.
You've had an unbelievable win on a Thursday night against Carlton, your biggest arch rival, probably the best rivalry in football. How do you enjoy the weekend now?
We've actually got a few days off now, so not too sure. I think a few of us boys might catch up tomorrow. Not too sure where, but enjoy each other's company, and then I think, don't know, to be honest, I'll make it up from there, really.
Yeah, and then a massive game next Saturday, Anzac Day. You go Carlton, Collingwood into Collingwood, Essendon, 2 of footy's biggest rivalries. How excited are you?
Yeah, it's awesome. When you look at the calendar, there's always big games playing for Collingwood, especially next week, Anzac Day. It's always a big game, and the Bombers always show up, so yeah, we'll have to be on again for sure.
Coming from GWS, I know you were really determined to get to the Magpies. Was that one of the reasons, playing in these big blockbusters at the MCG, playing Carlton in front of 78,000, Essendon at the MCG on Anzac Day? Was that part of the motivation?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, yeah, coming to Collingwood, you're playing a lot of big games, playing the MCG pretty much most weeks. So it's one of those things as a kid growing up, you want to play in the big games and test yourself on the big stage. So yeah, very lucky to be at Collingwood and playing in these big games.
Yeah, and beating your arch rivals as well on the MCG. Harry, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations, and enjoy the couple of days off that you do get.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Cheers. Good on you, mate. Thank you.
Harry Perryman there from the Collingwood Footy Club. That was for Bob Jane Teamarts. Get a massive 20% off selected Pirelli. Buy 3, get 1 free, and instant cash back on top tyre brands. bobjane.com.au. He was good today. 2 votes you gave him.
Yeah, he was brilliant. I thought he gave him a lot of drive coming out of their half back, and it was tough. There was probably 7 or 8 guys on the field that were behind Nick Dacos, but It was a clear best on ground, and Nick Dacos was out of control. He was out of this world tonight, and to be honest, that's the beauty of football. You get to come and watch players like that put on a show.
I want to talk to you. I know we're down in the Collingwood rooms at the moment, but a lot of the chat during the week is going to be about the Blues. They had every opportunity to win that game. Granted, a goal after the siren would have drawn the match, but it's not a loss. What are they taking away from this game?
Well, they were a lot better in the second half. Their third quarter was a lot better than what it's been all year. And as a football club, there'll be a lot of hysteria outside the football club. As players and coaches, you just got to get back to work and try and improve. And unfortunately for Carlton, you can still see that there were some mental demons there. And when Collingwood got on top in the last quarter, it was difficult. But they fought back, which is a positive sign. They've been unable to do that. And they get a shot to draw the game. And they put themselves in the position to have a chance. They'll be ruining. Like that centre bounce free kick. That's just amateur errors that you just don't want to be having when you got a game on the line. There was disposal efficiency in that last quarter, which cost them as well. They just needed to clean their disposal up. They had some catastrophic errors they had to clean up, which are easy to clean up. And then you give away that free kick, which you give Collingwood clear field advantage. Little things like that just hurt you. But I just admire this Collingwood football side. I love how they manage games of football. And some people say, oh, they're too dour, or they go down the line too much. But they just manage football. They manage minutes. And you hear their coach always talk about it. And they continue to win games. Something you don't see every day. Darcy Cameron is walking around with a digital camera, taking photos of his teammates doing interviews and just really enjoying himself. Can you imagine coming down to the rooms with a digital camera back when you were playing? Well, they probably had digital cameras when I was playing that. They still had the wind-up Kodak ones. They might have. They had to throw the net over their head and get the flash out or whatever they did. But, yeah, it's funny now. I'm guessing that's for club media, and they'll probably put those up on the website or put them on a big board at the football club or something like that. But, you know, playing football, and you talk about it all the time, but these are the best moments when you get to come down, enjoy a win with your teammates, your coaches, your family, your friends. And I love how Collingwood did it. I always admired the Collingwood Football Club because every time you watch them on the field and they had a win, you'd pan down to their rooms and they were packed. Yeah. I know some clubs sort of didn't have as many family and friends come through, but I reckon they were the leaders in this, and you're starting to see it back in football a lot, which I love to see. Well, it's a Thursday night and this place is absolutely packed. Like I said before, it's a who's who of Collingwood family down here in the rooms. Before we do talk a little bit more about the Pies, I just want to finish up on Carlton. That result tonight, I know it doesn't take the pressure off Michael Voss, but do you feel that during the week he's not in the spotlight? I don't know, Nat. I don't know the articles the journalists are going to write, who they got in the gun. But we've certainly seen improvement. So I feel for Vossi, and he doesn't need my pity, and nor does he care for it. But they had so many opportunities to win the game, and there's not much a coach can do when he's out there. And I know the coach will then implement things during the week, and it's how do you get your players to respond and that. But they had simple things that they could have executed, the Carlton football side. They could have put them in a winning position. Yeah, they're certainly going to rue their missed opportunities tonight. This is the Triple M Amy review. We need to get to the McDelivery well-played moment. Tonight's McDelivery moment happened very late in the match, and this is how we called it on Triple M footy. A clear shot at goal. Free kick off the ball. Josh Dacos has put down Taylor Byrne. 10 metres. Patrick, 10 metres this way. Wow. Will this be after the siren? 5 metres behind. 5 metres behind. Let's have a look. Patrick, let's go. Nick Dacos has to get out of there. Yeah, that's probably a free kick to the letter of the law. The siren will go. Fourth game of his career. 1 goal to his name for a draw. Misses by the barest of margins, and Collingwood hang on by the barest of margins. Yeah, not to be for Taylor Byrne and for the Blues tonight. Do you ever have a shot after the siren to win a match? No, you're too busy doing it earlier. You didn't have to wait till after the siren. No, Nat, I did. I had a couple, to be honest. And Didn't execute them, but I feel for young Byrne now. That will get played. I did mine. I was playing for Hawthorn against Geelong. He's Carlton and he's playing against Collingwood. That'll get played for years to come, the poor fella. So anyway, you get these opportunities. You dream of him as a kid. He was unable to execute. Hopefully he gets another opportunity in his career to execute that.
Yeah, fingers crossed. And there will be plenty of big games playing for the Blues. And speaking of big games, we've already mentioned that Collingwood, they take on Essendon next week. Don't want to start looking too far ahead to that match because they do have quite a break before that. But where do you see Collingwood's season at the moment? They're back on the winners list. They haven't necessarily hit the heights that we know that they can.
Yeah.
But where do you see Collingwood sitting at the moment?
Well, it's really difficult. They're getting opportunities. They're struggling to score. If they can clean up their clearances a little bit, they'll put themselves in a better position. But they're always a chance because defensively they're so good and they're able to put themselves in a winning position more often than not because of the way they manage the games and manage the minutes and manage the seconds and the way they set up. So they're going to be there or thereabouts. I don't think this is the best Collingwood football side we've seen. But the finals is 10 now, so they're going to give themselves a chance. If they can sneak a home final, they'll have 80% of the crowd, and you just never know because they play the game the way it should be played and they manage the game so well. They're going to give themselves an opportunity in most games of football.
Can they genuinely contest with the forward line the way it is?
No, they'll have to tinker.
Fair enough. Okay, well, we need to get to our Triple MVP award. Would you love to do the honours?
I'd love to do the honours. I think I've given most of it away, but one vote I gave to Ainsworth. I thought he was Carlton's best player and most impactful player. 2 votes, Harry Perriman, who we just spoke to. I thought that was probably nearly his best game for Collingwood. He was brilliant tonight. And then 3 votes. I think he was the length of the Flemington Straight, clear 3 votes. Nick Dacos, he was awesome. It was just a joy and a treat to sit back and watch him go to work.
Yeah, absolutely. He is an absolute superstar. And you talk about making finals and how far they can go when you've got somebody like Nick Dacos on your side. It's just, you can still dare to dream. So they're going to obviously want to keep hold of him because we know Tassie are coming as well for the Magpies super stuff. At Choice Hotels around the ground, Choice Hotels get you more for your money so you can check into more, get the lowest price guarantee when you book direct at choicehotels.com. Your boys, the Cats, tomorrow at the Cattery against the Western Bulldogs. How do you see that one?
A close game of football. I think they're 2 very good sides, 2 top 6 sides going at it. Mark Blitzarves is playing his 300th game, which is exciting for everyone down at the Cattery. So hopefully they can celebrate that with a big win because I love seeing teams win for players in their big milestone games. And it's going to be a tough game though. Western Bulldogs play well down there and they're a great football side.
Yeah, and it's no doubt going to be cold, so I'm going to really enjoy it on the boundary.
I'll be at home with the fire and a glass of wine.
Oh, but then we don't get the good catering if you don't come.
Oh, you might have to bring your own food tomorrow and that.
Stevie J's going to have to live.
Well, he better deliver. One job, Stevie.
Come on, Stevie J. Geez, I mean, they're still very busy down here, but I think we need to go because it's been a big day and you need to get home and I need to get to work tomorrow. Coming up on Triple M tomorrow, it is the Friday Huddle from 4 p.m. before the Cats taking on the Western Bulldogs live from GMHBA. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, today it was the Magpies by 5 points over their arch rivals. Carlton, Triple M, rocks free.
The Triple M Footy Review for Amy. When the lucky country isn't so lucky, it's lucky you're with Amy.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
Triple M rocks footy.